we're back. Hello, everyone. This is me streaming. This is me streaming. That's such an awkward way to begin this stream. I was actually rushing a few minutes before I started the stream because I was preparing myself some tea to drink while I'm, playing the game. Oh my god. Yep, Ganema is first. And right at the start of the stream, Ganema is first. I'm gonna wait a few minutes, like usual, to see if anyone else is gonna be popping into chat before I start playing the game. Whew. And as per usual, I'm a little bit sleep deprived because 1 week on insomnia. Yeah, if this continues on to next week, I'll get that checked out. I mean, I've been doing a lot more things, like I've almost entirely cut back on caffeine to help with the insomnia issue I've been having, so I'm hoping that helps. Like, I've been moving more to making like natural teas. Let's see if I could just... Yeah. I got some Burmese tea leaves in here. Yeah, I went to a Burmese restaurant recently, and I really liked the tea that they served you, so I just bought the tea leaves. Hello, Kilato. Husband to be doing the toast. Yep, this is me getting married. What? What? Where did that come from? I'm just showing off my tea. Are you talking about the insomnia when it comes when you get married? The insomnia that comes when you get married? I don't know if that happens. I know that you get terrible insomnia when you have kids. Like, yeah, no, apparently when you have kids, like, you have no sleep schedule. Even if you work full-time, you still don't get a sleep schedule. You're just going to be tired and cranky all work. It was a comment about you being the one streaming. Yes, I am the one streaming. Oh, it's like, when you're getting married. Man, I almost explained your joke. You see, in America, we explain jokes as we say them. Yeah, I'm waiting for the tea to cool down a little bit as well before I start. I'm also gonna let people know I'm streaming. Alright. Doing a bunch of self-promo for a few seconds. Alright. But yeah, I'm excited to drink more of the Burmese teas. Is it? Yeah, that's still too hot to drink. That is still too hot to drink. And yes, I'm using a coffee mug. I'm using a coffee mug for this. You made a comment while announcing you're streaming while you're streaming. You even commented on how silly it was. Oh, yeah, I had an encoding error? Wait, what was that encoding error that OBS just appeared with? I'm gonna keep an eye on that, actually. And yeah, no, my goldfish memory is really harming me at times. It's embarrassing me on stream. I mean, I've been trying to get better with, like, memory stuff. That's why I've been, like, moving away from coffee and more towards, like, tea and all that. I mean, when I told my friend the other day that I was investing more in tea than coffee, they were making a joke saying that I don't sound American at all anymore. I just sound European because I'm having tea over coffee. I didn't know that coffee was so American. Encoding overloaded. Consider turning down video settings. Huh. Guess we might have some webcam issues today according to OBS? Huh. Well, hopefully that does not cause too much of an issue. Also, this might be the lighting, but my god, the grays are showing really hard today. That depends on how you make the tea. Do you have a kettle? Yes, I do have a kettle, actually. Basically, I put it on the kettle, boil the water, and then I put the tea leaves into the cup first, and then pour the boiling hot water on it. B-Master, I can only drop in for a minute now that I'm about to make an important announcement to everyone. We need a gaslight. No! No, I thought it was going to be something else. No, not the Beatrice cosplay. This is the 4th stream in a row. OBS being naughty. Oh yeah. I mean, when I first came onto OBS today, I tried giving it an update, but it would take like an hour to update, so yeah, I'm not going to be updating OBS till after this stream, so maybe OBS is like having a fit because I'm not updating it. I mean, it's the most logical explanation. Use a microwave? What? Wait, is that a stereotype for Americans? We use microwaves for tea? What? I've not even heard of that. He's not American, he's Canadian, trust me. I guess I am Canadian. I never heard of boiling water in a microwave? Like, in general, that's just a stupid idea. Is that actually an American stereotype? I feel like I'm being gaslit right now. That's actually a stereotype for America. I'm getting my phone real quick. I'm looking this up. There's no way. Is this actually a stereotype? What? What? It's the start of the stream, everyone. Pouring the milk into the water before the tea bag is also an American thing? I guess I have not drank enough tea to realize how weird America does it. Because I barely had tea, like I mainly had coffee, so when I'm moving over to tea, I'm just looking up how to have tea, basically. So I guess I'm learning how to use, drink tea the European, rest of the world way than the American way, because I never really, drank tea in the US, so I didn't know about the weird tea practices that the Americans do. Michael doesn't even need to play Umineko to get mind blown. I mean, no, I don't even need to be an Umineko right now to have my mind blown. Like, I'm from America, and I didn't even know about the microwave tea thing. What the hell? Like, I'm even from, like, the most American area of the United States, the middle west of America. Like, the middle of it. I'm not even on one of the coasts. I'm in the middle of the damn country. And I didn't even know about this. This is fucking insane. We're 8 minutes into the stream. I can say that for now. I mean, I know in the first 5 minutes I can't say fuck, but after the first 5 minutes for some reason I'm allowed to. YouTube rules are weird. Oh, see you later, B-Master. You came in for the best start of the stream. Me blowing my mind. Because of fucking tea. Oh, man. Maybe my friend's comment about me sounding like the most European American is pretty accurate, because he said that whenever he talks with me, he's impressed by how, quote-unquote, different I do things compared to, people who also are from the same area as me. Trying to undox him. Well, I never said where I currently am. I just said I'm from somewhere, not currently somewhere. I have moved around. I have moved around, so I've not said where I'm currently at. Hello, Zartan. Something has a decent time for my time zone. Yeah, I decided to move more towards like 3 p.m. streams, but might be going back to the later streams, sadly, since my work schedule's not been kind. Yeah, so I might be streaming on weekends, so it might be actually early on the weekends that I stream now. Like, actually might be an even better time zone for some people, since I think I could only do, like, mornings on weekends now, so, once the semester, happens. differently. You do things as an American or correctly. In America, it's called doing things differently. To everyone else, it's called doing it correctly. Because in America, the American way is obviously correct. But yeah, no, once my semester begins, I actually will have a more decent time for everyone in a different time zone than me, since I'll probably have to do streams early in the morning on weekends. Because literally my whole schedule for like the main weekdays, I'm literally on campus the entire day. I mean, I expected to be busy during my senior year, but I thought I was going to have like one evening where I could stream. Nah, it's probably going to be mornings on weekends. I mean, I also get paid for a lot of the time I'm on campus now, so that's nice. I need the money after college. Getting curious if Zartan is Swedish or German. I'm going to let Zartan answer that. I think I have an idea. I am French Canadian. Honestly, I was going to wait for it to be like, you know, a Schrodinger's cat box. Where's Zartan's from? I thought it was going to be a fun Schrodinger's location moment. But yeah, I should probably start Umineko soon. My mind was just my mind's just blown by the damn tea thing. Like, I was so excited to, you know, show off that I've been trying to be more healthier, drinking tea and all that. And then I learned that my fucking people from my country microwave tea. But microwave boiling water? Why would you boil water with a microwave? Sorry. I'm just so disappointed. I am so disappointed that this is a thing. It's not even a stereotype. A lot of Americans do it. What is the percentage of Americans who boil water with their microwave? Do I want to know the statistic? Percentage of Americans who boil water in microwave. This is... I'm gonna... After this, I will actually, you know, go to the stream. Wow, even newspapers. What? Why? The New York Times. I just got into an article with the New York Times saying that it's more efficient to boil water in a microwave. It's more efficient. I wish I was lying. It says it right here. What the hell? That's what Europeans want to ask America. I'm even from America and I don't know why Americans do it. Yeah, UTC time zone seems to be like where the majority of like, actually like this is not even a lie, like the majority of my viewers are actually in the UTC time zone. Like my own time zone, EST, hardly anyone's on that time zone who actually watch my videos. Most people are actually in UTC for my videos. Yeah, so I think I might be referring more to the UTC time zones for streams rather than the EST time zone. Since most of my viewers are not even from my time zone, so I'm basically going to curate more towards the time zone where I get the majority of people who watch me. Because, yeah, looking at my channel analytics, it's very funny because even though America takes, like, the top position of, like, my content is most viewed by Americans, however, that's only, like of my whole demographics, only 10% is American. 90% is not even from the US, which is apparently very shocking to people that 90% of my viewer base are not even in my home country. Kilato is also an EST? Ah, Kilato, you're part of the 10%. me and Kilato are the 10% for EST. But yeah, I'll actually get ready to play more Umineko. That's enough for the beginning of stream comedy show. Today's routine. Fucking tea. I'm gonna be on that this entire stream. Like, I'm gonna be so distracted by the fucking Why? Why America? Why? Of all the countries that does it wrong, of course it has to be us. God damn it. Oh, God. That's gonna bother me all stream now. That is legitimately gonna bother me all stream. I don't... Like, the thing is, it's so dumb, too. It's so dumb to be bothered by that. However, I'm very bothered by it. Is my tea, yeah, my tea, I can probably start sipping at. That's really good tea. For those who did not see what kind of tea I'm drinking, it's like a Burmese leaf tea. I never really got the specifications what kind of leaf this is. Oh, green tea leaves, yeah. So it's basically green tea leaves from Myanmar, Burma. Plus you use feet and inches to measure things. Yeah, I will be honest, I'm still very much a perpetrator of feet and inches since that's what I grew up with. And it's also like every time I get asked for my height and weight, they always ask for the foot and inch measurement. Yeah, I mean, at the very least I know now that America does things very incorrectly in terms of tea. In ounces and cups. Yeah, we also do ounces and cups. I feel like we could have a whole stream about the various things that America does that's different from the rest of the world. I feel like this could continue on in chat, but I'm gonna start the game. This could describe our streams. These are our streams, everyone. Jessica's room was filled with laughter.
なんつうかさ、幻滅するわけだぜ。ちょっと大人びててかっこいいかなって思った人がさ、クラスの男どもで群れてる時にゲビた話して下品な声で笑ってるの見ちゃうとさ。
Wow, this really is our streams.
確かに男同士でいる時のすごい子供っぽいですものね。
This is perfect! This is perfect for the start of the game!
まあ、それを言ったら女も同じようなもんですけど
And uses 10 point scoring... Sorry, I just read Ganepa's comment. Uses tennis point scoring systems for political voting systems. Oh my god, that's good. That is really good. You know what? I'm not gonna put you in the corner of shame for that one, because what you said there was straight facts. The fun chat between girls continued without end. Tonight, Claus and Natsui were out late at a meeting on Nijima. Most of the time, Natsui was always watching, so Jessica would always make sure to be curt with the young servants. But when Natsui wasn't around, Jessica never did that. Ooh, explain the American voting system. Ooh. I'm sorry, Zartan. I'm probably gonna say, put a pause on me explaining the American voting system. Basically, in short, we use a system where it's basically, yes, there is democratic vote, but also there's something called the electoral vote that, you know, delegates an option whenever people are voting. Like, basically the person in an area that has like the most votes for that area, like regardless of what state they are, the person who like is the electoral college of a certain area picks the candidate who gets well, no, I don't think it's even based off of a democratic vote. It's literally what the electoral college of an area decides is like, you know, their candidate. Like the vote by citizens is still somewhat democratic, but sometimes it's not even the most like voted for person that wins in an area, and they choose that as their delegate for like the presidential election. Yeah, majority vote is kind of the best way to explain. There's also the Electoral College. Like Kilato has said, it takes a while to explain the American voting system. To be honest, at times I even confuse myself while trying to, explain the voting system. That's how interesting it is. That's where I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave it at as interesting, because there's a lot of things you can say about the American voting system. And there's a lot of things that need to be improved. I forgot where I was in the reading. I'm just going to repeat the entire line. Most of the time, Natsui was always watching, so Jessica would always make sure to be curt with the young servants. But when Natsui wasn't around, Jessica never did that. She had invited the servants of similar age to her room, and they were chatting away noisily. Ouch, because I think it'll be important soon. Yes, it'll be very important. Historical events are, occurring, especially leading up to November, for which I forgot it was August already, so that's 3 months away. At that age, everyone wants to know about love. Thanks to the rigid and constricting way Jessica had been brought up, she enjoyed talking about it all the more.
お嬢様だって素敵だし、お年頃だし、気になる男の子がいらっしゃるんじゃないですか？
恋はしてえけど、気になる男子ってなかなかな。
Oh, you're a few years away from meeting Cannon.
お嬢様はもっと恋に積極的でもいいと思うんです。余裕ぶってられるのも今のうちですよ。
Why does the American election take more than a year to complete? Because we re-elect a president every 4 years, and people start campaigning 2 years before the presidential election. Yeah, basically that's the very short and most apolitical statement I could say about the American election season. Basically people start campaigning 2 years before because there's the party-based system where a party elects like their presidential elect, and then their presidential elect will debate against the other party's elect. Although, yes, there is a two-party system, there's always room for a third party. It's just that the two main political parties are the ones who have, like, the most majority of supporters in the US. I'm trying to say this in the most apolitical and most informative sense without going deep into politics, because that's a can of worms that this American does not want to talk about. I won't judge. In France, we have no government since the last dissolution of the assembly. To be honest, don't really know too much about French politics. Like, I knew about the history of France's government structure. Like, I know a little bit into that, but I don't know too much about how the modern-day French government is, formatted.
友人の誰かが付き合いだしたなんてことになったら急に世界がひっくり返りますよ。
I miss Bernie Sanders. Where did you go, Where did you go, my man? Bernie is still around, but he is not running for president, from what I understood. I think it might be due to, like, he's in his 80s, so, he felt like it might be, like, he might be too old to be president. Like, that's the last, like, I really, like, heard about, Sanders', like, intentions of being president, at least from my understanding of American politics. I do keep up because that is my civic duty as a voting citizen of the country I live in, so I do try to keep up with politics, but my god, it's a headache. But yeah, with Sanders, I think he still is politically active, but he's not going for the presidential position due to his more advanced age. At least that's what I understood of what his statements were.
そんなわけねえじゃん。私の友達に裏切り者はいねえぜ。 多分。
Uncertainty means death in this world, Jessica.
ああ、ダメダメ。女の友情で一番信用ができないのが恋の出し抜きです。お嬢様だって素敵な人と知り合ったら絶対友人なんて裏切って付き合っちゃいますって。
Is this the plotline of Love is War?
シャノンはどうなんだよ。私ばっかりでずるいぜ。シャノンも話せよ。
We have three party in order of importance, somewhat left-far leftist, a liberal one similar to Americans Democrats, and a far right. Each of them around third of the assembly, so no compromise possible. Okay. I kind of get that.
私はそういう方が身近におりませんし。
That's a damn line. You know it, Shannon. Not around. Oh, wording. Not around. He's far, far away, like Orihime and Hikiboshi. I don't get to see him very often. In fact, I don't even know when I'll be able to see him again. However, I believe that he'll come for me someday. Girl talk moment. I believe it.
シャノンは裏切るなよ。
I mean, for the person that Shannon's in love with at this current moment, I don't think she's gonna be betraying you, Jessica, unless, you're like Kinzo.
彼氏作るなら一緒だぜ。約束したもんな。
ああ、シャノンちゃんみたいな子に限って案外早く一抜けしちゃうもんですよ。
Sorry, it's just sometimes funny, just like, understanding what the Japanese is saying before the English translation comes out. Like, literally, the second part of the sentence came before the first part. So I understood what Namon was saying before it was, like, translated into English.
シャノン、白状しろ。本当に付き合ってるやつはいないよな。
Kento does seem to like blonde women, and his interest in the Western world makes him like the mindset of Alabama. Either the mindset of Alabama or the English monarchy.
なあ。
いませんよ。本当です。
Which, the whole joke about Alabama, I always found to be funny. Because, legitimately, I'm actually gonna pull this up on my computer to, show this. Oh, wait, really? Oh. Okay, so, there we go. Okay, guess I was wrong when I said this, actually. Let me go ahead and change the window capture real quick to show something. I can't believe I'm showing this up on stream. I can't believe I'm actually showing this. So, there was a Instagram post that, claimed that the whole thing about Alabama being known for incest was incorrect, that it was actually illegal in Alabama to marry cousins and all that. However, it is perfectly legal, apparently, actually. It is perfectly legal to marry your cousin in Alabama. Yeah, I can't believe I looked this up. English monarchy was focused on cousins like the French, not daughters. Okay. Dynasties and intrigues. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't for sure. So, yeah, the whole Alabama joke, like, I was about to say I was going to talk about, like, an Instagram post that was saying that the whole thing about it being illegal to marry cousins in Alabama was false. No, Alabama, you can. Yeah, the meme's real. The meme's very real. I can't believe You know what? The thing is, before I make a claim on the internet, I need to fact check it. So I'm at least proud of myself for fact checking, and now just showing that I was wrong on stream. Yeah, Alabama's not alone. Like, let's actually sort this real quick. Yeah, people came in for a Umineko stream. Okay, so North Carolina, the U.S. Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, Washington, D.C., American Samoa, Virginia, Vermont, Tennessee, South Carolina, Rhode Island, New York, New Mexico, New Jersey, Massachusetts, Maryland, Hawaii, Georgia, Florida, Connecticut, Colorado, California, Alaska, and Alabama. It is perfectly legal to marry your first cousin. I think there's a map of the U.S. where, yeah, this is the map of the U.S. This is the map of the U.S. based off of who you can marry. And the states in the blue is where it's perfectly fine to marry your first cousin. Of course, Florida's in there. Considering you have a girlfriend, Michael, you're from any of those states? No, I actually, I'm actually in one of the red states in this one. I'm gonna say, I'm pretty glad, I'm in one of the red states for this, demographic. I'm in one of these red states. So if you want to marry your first cousin, you need to move out. I'm not even remotely interested in that. Ugh. Oh my god. Yeah, so I'm in one of the red states for this one, and you know what? I'm okay with that. What's with the polka red states? The polka dot red states, yeah, what is up with Wisconsin, Utah, and Arizona? What's going on there? Oh, okay. So the reason why some states were polka dot colored was if the parties are 65 or older, or both are 55 or older. So basically, if you're old and are cousins, you can marry each other in those polka dot states. Are you calling your first cousin ugly now? Because I'm cousins, yes, they're ugly to me, but to everyone else, they're okay. But to me, yeah, in the case of that, yeah, they're. That's so bad. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. If any of my cousins are watching this, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I was trying to make a bad joke about Kenzo and the Ushiyamiya family, and we went into this. I'm gonna get off of this topic. I'm gonna get back to the game. Is it? Wait, could I? No, that will block the text. I'm trying to find the best position to put my webcam while reading. Like, I was thinking this corner, but it would actually... Would it block the words? I think this would. Would it? I think this will block words if I do it like that. Yeah, I'm gonna put myself back in the top right corner. I still have not gotten the hotkey so that, you know, I could, like, move around my webcam at will and, like, change the settings on it, so I have to, like, manually do it. But yeah, let's get back to the game. It's perfectly legal in France, obviously. You know what? I didn't even think about, legality of cousin marrying in Europe. I am not... We're now going to continue this subject. Before I pull up the map of Europe and seeing where it's okay to marry your first cousin, I am going to get off of this subject. We should have not been on this topic to begin with. That bad joke about Kenzo was what made the friendships along the way. Oh, apparently Ganema knows someone who moved to France and got together with their cousin. Anyways.
本当に?
本当です。
私たち恋人作るのは一緒だからね。絶対だぜ。嘘ついたら針千本のませ。
Is a porcupine fish good, actually? You know, that's actually a question I'm thinking in my head. Is a porcupine fish actually good? Wow, I'm going into another tangent, aren't I? Porcupine fish. I'm definitely on a tangent. Can you eat these guys, actually? According to Google's AI, yes, but I'm not going to rely on it. Porcupine fish have been known to be eaten in Hawaii and Tahiti. Okay. Oh, wait. Is it the pufferfish that if you cut wrong, you get poisoned? Oh, is that another name for them? If they're prepared to be undeadly, yes, they're apparently good. It seems Jessica took the fact that they have to have a relationship at the same time a bit too literally. Undeadly, non-deadly, non-fatal. I think non-fatal is the correct term. If they're prepared to be non-fatal, yeah, I think non-fatal is the correct term. Undeadly can work, but some people might be like, you know, very particular about grammar, so, I would say non-fatal might be the safest way to go with that, wording.
Hi.
Non-venomous, that's also a good one.
約束します。それは嘘をついてる顔ですよ。
Also, here's the hope that YouTube does not mess up again so that we can save the chat for this stream. Because last stream, I lost the chat, actually. So hopefully there's no problems between OBS and YouTube for this stream so that the stream can be released without any issues and we'll be able to see all of chat. Hopefully. I can't promise anything because I still not updated OBS, for which I'll be doing that right after the stream.
絶対この中でシャノンちゃんが一抜けする。私にはわかるんです。
I thought the chat problem would resolve. No, actually. The chat problem ended up being that I could not recover chat, actually. Mainly because YouTube, instead of posting it as a live stream, they posted it as a regular video, which removes the live chat replay. At least that's how I understood it. Maybe they were able to get chat back onto the video. Like, I've not checked the old, like, last week's stream's video archive since I uploaded it because I was just done dealing with YouTube that night. Yeah, YouTube was being a pain last week, so why is the stream was able to be posted without any issues at all? I just kind of just like let the stream be. Like, I didn't really go back to it except for reading comments. So yeah, I don't know if chat's back onto last week's stream, so hopefully that just doesn't happen this week. But yeah, no, after the stream I'll update OBS to avoid future issues. It's just that the C++ scripts would actually take like over an hour to upload because for some reason the OBS needs to reinstall some like C++ scripts. That explains why you've archived showed up as a video, not in live. Yeah, because whenever you have to like re-upload a stream that's no longer a stream, it gets made into a video. Honestly, I don't know why YouTube does that. Yeah, I'm still getting used to YouTube live streaming, so definitely along the way, like, if there's, like, any issues or errors, I'm kind of learning as I go, rather than, like, you know, reading a bunch of stuff on the internet and just waiting for it to happen. I'm just, like, learning as I go, kind of like how I did video editing. I actually never watched any tutorial videos, nor, actually, you know, took a course on video editing. I just learned through experience.
奥手そうな子がいつもみんなを出し抜くんです。
Which is in part probably why my videos just seem terribly edited compared to other ones, because I kind of just do my own style of editing rather than follow video tutorials. But this is a hobby.
なんだよこの野郎。白状しろ白状しろ。
お許しください、お嬢様。くすぐったい。
Is she trying to tickle an answer out of Shannon? And so, another Sunday afternoon passed by. I worked my way out of the fight and looked up at the sky through the window. Is Battler-san happily chatting away with his friends somewhere right now? Just like I am? Umineko Project win. Great question. Great question, Ganema. Due to all the technical difficulties I've had with Umineko, I kind of just settled for 07th mod, even though I have been like playing around with Umineko Project in the background. Yeah, no, I don't know why. I just cannot get the, you know, the text fonts to work. Like, everything else loads up, but as soon as it gets to a text font, it just crashes the engine. Fall. Yeah, it's Desolix Fall. But yeah, no, as soon as the text fonts come in, and it's trying, like, the program's trying to read the text fonts, for some reason, it's still not working. I've been trying a few troubleshoots through, like, things I saw on Reddit. However, yeah, they're not working that greatly. I kind of just settle for the 07th mod for the time being, even though in the background I might work a bit on the Umineko project. Blame Sans from Undertale. Yeah, I blame Sans. Is Battler-san happily chatting away with his friends somewhere right now, just like I am? As I think of you like this, are you thinking of me? But if I ask that, it's the same as admitting that I don't trust you. I'll wait. And when you do come for me, I'll announce then and there that I'm quitting my job. I've already prepared myself to do so. But you haven't come yet. That isn't because you won't come, but because I'm not determined enough yet? Right. It's because I haven't clearly envisioned a future with you, right? I'll wait. No matter how long. Until you come for me, riding a white horse. I'll always treasure our promise. The promise of our precious resolve.
男と約束なんかしちゃダメです。
She's so in love, that's beautiful. I know, like the amount of love that Shannon has for Battler. God, it makes even knowing what happens next more heartbreaking. Like what happens for the next 4 years after this one. It just makes her trust and belief of, you know, their love so much more tragic. And it takes Battler 6 years, you know, finally realize that himself as well.
当てになりませんって。
And these words ring very true from Mimon. Thinking that she read my mind, I spun around. Of course she hadn't, but...
やっぱその辺さ、男と女で価値観ってかなり違うと思うんだよ。
It's beautiful, yet it's heartbreaking and tragic because her friends are making it even worse for her. Yeah, indeed. Is it what she said in episode 6 about what she'd do if she got together with George? About how she'd quit her job and leave Cannon behind? This makes this even more sad, actually. Because, in a way, she was about to leave with George, but the same year that was about to happen, Battler came back.
違います全然違いますって。基本的に女の子は夢見がちで、男は何も考えてなくて適当って感じです。
異性同士で心を通わせるってやっぱ無理なのかな。
相当難しいと思いますね。
George rebound. George is the rebound. Holy shit.
女はすぐに相手のことが分かったような気になっちゃう悪癖がありますから。男の言う特に深い意味のない言葉にいちいち何かを感じてしまって勝手に勘違いしちゃうって結構ありますから。
ああ、いるいる、そういう子。はために見て、どう見ても大したこと言われてないのに、一方的に彼は私に気があるとか言っちゃってる子。いるいるいるいる。
女の一方的な勘違いって痛々しいですもんね。
Oh no. Oh, laughing hurts because it's true. The pair of them laugh together. She's not laughing with them. Oh. When a girl gets the wrong idea, could that be me? No, that can't be. After all, Battler-san clearly made a promise. He said that he'd come for me riding a white horse. I mustn't doubt. I'm sure this conversation I'm hearing is just another one of God's trials. So I won't listen. I won't care about it.
勝手に心が通じたとか思っちゃう痛い女の子にだけはなりたくねえぜ。
Those demonic sneers tormented me and led me to astray. I'm sure you'll come to the next family conference. Are we gonna get the 3 years before? But Battler-san didn't appear at the 1982 conference either. Bit by bit, things were changing from the way they'd been at the last family conference he'd come to. Everyone had gotten completely used to Kyrie-sama, Rudolph-sama's new wife, and she came down off the boat with a familiar stride. Her daughter, Angie-sama, was growing well, and all the family focused their attention on her. Even Maria-sama, though she was still tiny, was already 5 years old. She was full of energy and old enough to enjoy playing with George-sama. Is all this what Battle realized at the end of episode 5, and that's why he protected the culprit so hard after? That could explain a few things. Saddest part is that it seems Battler was being serious, however, he forgot about the promise, so the fact that everyone is clowning on Shannon for believing what was once true, with a majority believed lie, makes it seem like Battler himself is a person full of himself and is a man full of lies. Yeah. Battler was overconfident in what he was saying, and it turns out he can't go through on his confidence. Jessica-sama and George-sama had already stopped talking about Battler-san's absence. It was the same with the other relatives too. No one touched on the subject, as though they had forgotten that Battler-san was missing. Maria-sama had only been 3 when she last seen Battler-san. I also believe Battler was serious. That's probably why he said, "Goodbye my quest ship" 6 years ago in episode 2. Okay. Battler was serious, but in time he had forgotten. It was doubtful whether she even remembered him. In just 2 years, all trace of your existence has been erased from the Ushinomiya family conference. That made me sad. And so...
今年もバトラ様はお帰りになられませんでしたね。
And that's probably why he was screaming about the white horse skit being embarrassing, because they were all joking about it when he knows he was serious. Okay, that explains his overreaction at that, actually. Like, most of the time when I think back at the stupid shit that I did or say as a kid, like, if I wasn't being serious, I don't get embarrassed at all by it. But if I knew I was actually, in full belief that would happen, or full belief that, would be, like, the thing that I'm gonna be doing, oh yeah, I'm gonna be embarrassed when an adult brings it back up. Yeah, no, I fully agree. I think part of his embarrassment was he fully thought and, was into the idea of actually coming on a white horse.
そうだね。
But how would he get it to the family conference? Like, would he take it on the ferry with them and just, like, go across the sea with the horse? On the boat with all of his family? Like, the logistics itself sound like it would be way too hard in general. Especially for, like, Ballard was, like, fucking 12. He would have been 13 the next year. Yeah, Rudolph would not have even let that happen.
彼が来なくて寂しいかい？
それはその
It also probably puts doubts on her beliefs of what George was saying about his love for Shannon, and that she only held on to her love with him for coping rather than noticing her true love for George.
ルドルフおじさんたちも彼の話を切り出さないし、どうやら僕たちが思ってたよりもずっとバトラ君は本気だったみたいだね。
He was 12, no logic behind such problems, just bring it on the boat in his mind. I mean, yeah, 12-year-olds don't really think about logistics that much. Like, God, did I... Like, even for me when I was 12, like, even math problems were a little difficult for me to, figure out their application. Like, yeah, when you were younger, like, people are saying, when I'm gonna use this math in my normal day-to-day life? Well, as 12 years old, you're not gonna be doing fucking taxes. Though, if you're doing a lot of calculations with negative numbers in your taxes, that might not be good. White horse? He probably thought about a seahorse more like. Hello, title is hard. Seahorse? But how would he ride a seahorse? Those things are like the size of my palm.
あいつ本気でもう帰ってこねえのかな。
やっぱりあれは巣立ちだったんだよ。彼は新しい人生のステージに向かって羽ばたいていった。そういうことじゃないのかな。
無鉄砲のはちゃめちゃなやつだったけど、ま、男ってのはそういうもんなのかもしれねえぜ。
彼のことだからね。新しい生活もきっと順応して楽しく元気にやっていると思うよ。
It's a huge seahorse that won't be eaten by the sea cat.
だから心配しなくていいと思うよ。
Maybe that's why the seagulls cry. They're choking on all the seahorses they're eating. When George-sama said that with a smile, I felt a bit uncertain. What does he mean by there's no reason to worry? I'm sure he's enjoying himself.
バトラのことだから、私たちのことなんかケロッと忘れて楽しくやってるんだろうぜ。
Is this track wingless? I wish there was a way in the... I wish there was a way in this mod that I could see, yeah, I wish there was a way that I could actually, like, see the songs that's playing right now, since I don't think I can. Oh, why did I press that? But yeah, either way, I don't know why I pressed that. But yeah, either way though, yeah, I'm not sure.
きっとそうだよ。
I mean, I have been listening to the Umineko soundtrack on Spotify, at least like, pops up in my playlist, so I do recognize some songs by their sound profile, but this one I can't think of the name of. It is very familiar though. This is an Umineko mod. Yeah, no, a few streams ago, the laptop that I was using with Umineko mod on it completely exploded. So I had to move to my other laptop, and I could not get Umineko project working. I guess Michael has to save, go back to the main menu, and go to the music box and play through all the tracks until we get to this one to figure it out. Tempting as that may be, I don't know if I want to go through that effort right now. I don't know if I want to go through that effort right now. If I remember, I'll try to go back for this. Yeah, wingless. I'm actually gonna... I don't have any... Do I have a paper by my desk? I have my planner. Hold on. I could write down the song name. Yeah, I'm gonna write down the song name real quick and then I can get back to you on that one. Alright. Where in my planner can I write down a note without intruding on my weekly plan notes? Wingless OST. Yeah, I'll get back to you on that one. That's probably why the love trials were set for Cannon and Shannon to finally realize which of the two's loves for the other person were more ideal, in a realization for Cannon to... Oh, Cannon for... I'll let you finish your comment, Kilato. I'm gonna continue reading, but I'll get back to your comment as well.
そして僕はそれが一番だと思うな。バトラ君は自分と家族、そして亡くなったお母さんのことを考えて新しい生き方を自ら選択した。
Which of the two's love for the other person were more ideal, and a realization for Shannon for what realizing her true love. When episode 8 comes, you're gonna have to get Umineko mod working, or you'll miss some awesome moments. Ooh. Okay. I'll try to get Umineko mod working. Like, I almost got everything working except for the text fonts. For some reason, I'm having an issue getting the fonts to work. But, that's a ramble for, closer to episode 8. It's not wingless? Okay.
なら、その新しい人生にまっすぐに生きてほしいね。
I forgot what wingless sounded like, so I will definitely go to the music box after this chapter and just playing around with the songs on it. After this chapter's done, I'll go to the music box.
後ろ宮家のことなんて忘れてしまうくらいがちょうどいいよ。
George-sama smiled at me, as though expecting me to agree. Okay, actually I'm gonna go back to that comment from George. That is very interesting. Thinking for himself, his family, and his late mother, Jabalor-kun decided on his own to find a new life. So I hope he lives that new life to the fullest. If he forgets about the Ushiabiya family, that's just perfect. Maybe this is just my own, thought process in thinking that George is like an incel and all that. However, George's comment right here kind of fully proves that he is definitely jealous of Balor, and he's a-okay with him not being in the picture. Because for one, he won't compete with him for Shannon. And also at the same time, George Kido feel like he's better about himself because he can't compare himself to Balor anymore. He's like the only one remaining. I don't know. Like, this comment from George makes me fully go further into the idea that he's like some weird incel that's like, after Shannon and takes Balor as like a threat in his like pursuit of love for her? I don't know. George was trying to gaslight her at this point, it seems. Yeah, no, this feels like complete gaslighting on George's end. Here's my headcanon. I think that George is partially aware of the situation. It makes it seem worse. Yeah, no, like, this comment from George feels more malicious than it may be intended. I don't know, maybe it's just, my thought that George is like this incel, but that comment for him is really, really specific in his wording. And a smile like Shannon at the end. Yeah, no, his smile at her as if she's supposed to agree with him. That is even more like, that does not help his case. I'm just gonna say that. After a moment of shock, I smoothed my expression over and found the expression that he was expecting. I don't know why, but George, George is just a little bit right now. I thought this discussion and realization would come later. You'll probably know when, but this came early. Oh. There is more to come of George being a complete incel? Oh shit. Oh shit. Like, we're actually gonna get more of George's incel moment. Okay. Is Battler-san living happily? Haven't forgotten about the family? About me? About our promise? That can't be true. It just can't be. Battler-san must be looking forward to that day of decision, just like me. I'm not mistaken about that. He promised me. He said he'd come riding a white horse. I never asked him to say that. He said he'd come for me on the day I resolved myself to live life for his sake. The other moment is more subtle. It's subtle, okay. I might miss it. Okay, that's what I'm thinking. And I might miss it, so I'm gonna pay special attention to what George says in the next few, parts of the story. He made that promise himself. For 2 years, I believed that. I'd done all I could to make it through God's trial, and the whisperings of demons that tried to throw me from my path. And yet, the things both George-sama and Jessica-sama are saying are so cruel. Battler-san has forgotten about us and has started a new life? Why are they telling such lies? Is she about to be visited by Beatrice and Gap? But that night, I dreamed of Battler-san for the first time in a while. The Battler-san of my dream wasn't the Battler-san I believed in. It was the Battler-san that George-sama and Jessica-sama had spoken of. The one who had forgotten everything and started a new life. Morning. I woke up with a tear-stained face. The face I saw in the mirror cried and told me it couldn't wait any longer. If I had managed to wait this long, why can I wait any longer? This is a trial, so we must believe in him and wait. But then me in the mirror spoke. It was sharper than a fragment of glass. I talk about this promise with him, but did we ever make such a promise? Wasn't Jessica-sama talking about it? That some girls are dreamers who get the wrong idea? And wasn't George-sama talking about it too? He said that Battler-san had gotten used to his new life, and had forgotten about the Uchiha family. And by now, he isn't the only one who's forgotten. Unless I ask about it, everyone on this island has forgotten his name. Even Rudolph-sama doesn't say his name anymore. I mean, I feel like it's just like a deep-wounded sword in his heart that his son's not around. Like, I don't think Rudolph forgot about his son. I think just, like, mentioning his name and talking about him just, like, hurts him on the inside. So I don't think he's, like, completely forgotten. It's just that he doesn't, really want to look into it or talk about it because he's, like, deeply wounded by what happened. I mean, it's self-deserved, though, because, come on, Rudolph. You're not innocent in this. If I weren't here to remember his face, perhaps his existence would have been erased from everyone's hearts. I don't believe it, so I won't doubt it. Battler-san must still remember his promise. We're both waiting for the day of decision, the day we'll be together. It is clear that Rudolph does care about Battler. Like, I feel like of all the characters in Umineko, like, I think it's very much, like, understated how much Rudolph really cares about Battler. Even though we don't see it too much in the story, you can easily tell that he does hold a lot of regret for what he did and what caused his son to be more distant from him. Like, especially 6 years later, like, you can definitely get that sense of regret that he's had, and he wants to make up for that mistime that he had with his son. but it's very apparent that Rudolph knows it's going to be very hard to connect with his son after 6 years of hatred from the very son that left the family. It's like everyone is trying to erase Balor from the face of the earth, and Shannon is the only person that remembers him, making her seem crazy in our point of view. Because the lack of people talking about it makes Shannon think, wait, am I in the wrong for always thinking about him? No one else is. While they see it as adapting to Balor simply not being there. I mean, after 2 years of not hearing from a family member, I definitely get that. Like, just 2 years, like, this person just, like, you know, moves on and does their own thing and doesn't really interact with everyone. Like, I definitely see that. Of course, the Ushiyamiya family, at least what I'm seeing of it, is a lot more tight-knit than my experience, because, to be honest, unless it's prompted, I don't really... You know, I'm gonna stop right there, actually. Yeah, like, literally, I was about to say, I don't really, you know, commonly think about family members every day, but, like, maybe, like, once or twice a week, or, like, once a month that I think about them, like, on my own accord, unless someone brings up a family member in conversation, or I, like, see a post on them on social media. Like, I just don't think about them every day, I guess. This goes to extended family, not, like, you know, direct family members. But that might be my own interpretation of family, since, my family's never really been, like, super close-knit like Ushiyamiya's, if that makes any sense. I'm not sure, but maybe because this whole story revolves around, you know, the family's relationship with each other, and that, we only get to see the family members when they're, like, meeting each other, like, once a year, that maybe seems like they're more close-knit, even though they're probably just more, like, separated, like most extended families out there. Of course, this is just coming from a different standpoint on the whole, like, you know, extended family angle, since some people say that they think I'm pretty distant. At least compared to their interactions. Balor-san, I firmly made up my mind. Like, I still, like, interact with my family at least once or twice a year. It just depends on, like, location where I am compared to where they are, since I have family all across the country. Does the fact that you're not here mean that, after all, I'm not determined enough? No. It's because you and God are testing me, isn't it? In that case, I will endure. Until that promised day inevitably comes. Personal enjoyment. Personal enjoyment. I think I might need some context before. Like, what? What does personal enjoyment mean? Including hints of Rudolph. I mean, you didn't promise your family servant that you'll come save her with a white horse. That's fair. That is very fair. I don't even think there would be, like, anyone equivalent of that, even. Like, I know at least one of my set of grandparents does have, like, a house cleaner, but it's, like, always a different person. Like, whenever, like, I come there, like, at least once a year, like, they do have someone that cleans their house sometimes, but it's always, like, a different person, so it's not, like, a consistent servant. It's probably just someone to clean up the house for, like, Thanksgiving dinner. And possibly how people describe Kinzo, since that's who everyone used to say Battle looks the most from. Probably the connection with Kinzo makes everyone think that Balor is very similar to Kinzo, from the way that, Kinzo always seemed independent from the rest of the family, and Balor is, like, you know, kind of similar in that respect of being separate from the family. Personal enjoyment meaning seeing people broken for their own pleasure. Personal enjoyment meaning seeing people broken for their own pleasure. Oh, so what we're doing to Shannon right now, we're watching a broken person for our own enjoyment of entertainment of visual novels. So, please, Balor-san, I want some proof that you haven't forgotten about me. It was the crack that ran across my ceramic-like heart. Michael, the sin isn't that you forgot having told your grandparents cleaner that you come for them on a white horse. It's that you can't remember it. I can say that I never promised to ride on a white horse for a cleaner. That's probably only there for one job, and then like he never like sees like anyone again. Okay, yeah, maybe I kind of did a bad example or a bad like personal statement because it's like a different worldview and a different like perspective compared to me. Like comparing myself to Balor or trying, you know, think of myself like Balor is probably not even the best way to go about it. Like I should understand Balor to understand him and understand Shannon to understand her. Not, you know, try to compare them to what I've done in my life. Maybe that's where I'm, like, you know, looking at this in the wrong angle. That's where I'm not looking into it with enough love. I want to hug Shannon in a non-George way. I don't even want to know how George would hug Shannon. I had to acknowledge it now. It may be that I'm pretending not to notice something terrifying and sad. Battler-san makes me yearn for him. Battler-san makes me sad. Battler-san makes it hurt. Battler-san, do you still remember me now? Oh. I also want to laugh at Ganema's comment of I want to hug Canon in a non-Jessica way. But God. This is really sad. Like, the script's pretty sad. Holy fuck. Oh, that's like the last 1 year later. God. Oh, fuck. 1983, 3 years until the incident. Oh, fuck. 30 year in a row that he doesn't come. God. That hurt. And then came the third family conference since Battler-san left. If the number of beds was going to increase, we would have been told about that when setting up. The fact that nothing has changed in particular means that he probably won't be here this year either. Now he's sleeping outside in a cot. What are you talking about, Shannon? Of course Battler comes in 1983. How's the sadness train so far, Michael? It's not a fun ride. It's not a fun ride. I want my ticket. Like, when's my stop? Like, this ticket says my stop's supposed to come soon. Where's my stop? Clinging to a final bit of hope, I stood by the docks, watching the boat draw closer.
Yo, Shannon-chan.
It turns out that Rudolph came in the white horse.
今年もべっぴんだね。
That my joke was just made creepier by that follow-up comment.
ほら、エンジェ。
Don't worry, the train of sadness has a terminus. Your stop is at the shore. Oh no.
足元に気をつけて。
いやあ、シャノン。やっぱり六軒島はいいね。
I really do love Rokujima. Shannon, I really do love Rokujima. I don't know why, but this does not seem like an actual line. This just seems like a meme. Like, this does not even seem like a line from the game. Hey, Shannon, I really do love Rokujima. Is this like George AI? Like, this feels unnatural to say in general.
早くクラウスおじさんもリゾート化すればいいのに。
Has George become AI generated? Like, this does not feel like a thing that a normal... Like, this is not how a normal person would talk.
しなくていいわよ。もったいないわ。
This is not the subtle thing we were talking about. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so that this is the subtle thing. I think it's just more the case of it just sounded so unnatural. Like, the way that he just comes onto the island saying, Hey, Shannon. I sure do love Rokenjima. I can't wait for Uncle Klaus to make it into a resort. Like, that just feels like the most, like, generic and AI, like, generated comment to say about your family's island.
それもそうね。お久しぶりね、シャノンちゃん。背、ちょっと伸びたんじゃない？
ありがとうございます。
Oh, I never really realized that. No, that's just the hat. I thought Shannon was taller than Rosa, but that's just the hat.
今年もいい天気や。
I love George, but I swear, like, it's like he knows what he's doing, and it's just making it worse. Also, what Kanema says. He says to the prisoner of Rokenjima. The prisoner of Rokenjima. I sure do love Rokenjima. I can't wait for it to become a resort, and that you have more work to do with all the people coming on the island. And yeah, no, it feels like George just, like, is purposely making it worse, but it's actually probably unintentional.
こうして親族誰一人欠けることなく元気に揃うのは実にめでたいことや。
I don't think anyone but you is cheerful. I think everyone else is not cheerful. You might be the only person happy to see your family, Hideyoshi. God. Yeah, sorry, Hideyoshi. I feel like you might be the only person excited to see your family.
それでは皆様、お屋敷にご案内いたします。
None of all those people come to the island being Battler. Ah, I love this island so much. You know, the next time I go to an island, I'm just gonna say hey to the first person I see, like, hey blank. Ah, I love island names so much. Like, the next time I go to an island, I'm gonna do that. Oh god, if I go to Japan saying that, that's gonna be I'm gonna be such an asshole. Like, if I go to a literal country, see the first person I see there, say, ah, person's name. No, hey, person's name. Ah, I love country names so much. Like, the first thing I say, rather than, like, a normal greeting or just saying, hey, how have you been doing? No, I'm just gonna say I love their island so much. Hideyoshi doesn't have a family of his own. He even enjoyed their fights. Oh. Oh. Hideyoshi. Of all the families that he could have joined, why Lucy on Mia's? Like, he deserves a better... He deserves a better family. That's a hot thing to say. That's a very hot thing to say. He deserves a better family. It's way worse if you say that to a girl you're clearly interested in. Well, my girlfriend's not really from an island or lives on an island, so it probably won't really work well unless I say, ah, my girlfriend's name that I'm not going to say on stream just yet. Oh no, hey, girlfriend's name. God, I keep on forgetting the script because I put the ah before the hey. Okay, the script would be, hey, my girlfriend's name that I'm not revealing on stream. Ah, I love the entire country of the entire continent of North America so much. Because that's literally the closest thing to an island that I consider this area that I'm in as, the North American continent, as an island. I'm sure the sadness will show in my face. Oh, I forgot to say the line before. So, after all, Battler-san has been so thoroughly forgotten that he might not have existed in the first place. I'm sure the sadness will show on my face. Not wanting anyone to see it, I turned my back to the family and led the way up to the mansion by myself. Then, suddenly, someone mentioned Battler-san's name, and I jumped. Ah yes, the country of North America. I meant to say continent. Your girlfriend's eyebrow will go higher up than it's ever done before. Oh my god, if I just walked up to her and did that, oh my god, she would just give me the weirdest, like, most offended look on her face, being like, what the fuck are you doing, Michael? Like, I'm already very weird when it comes to, like, you know, my interactions with people in general, but if I walk up to literally my partner and just say something like that in such a slanted and, like, you know, very, like, robotic way, oh my god, I don't think she would ever let me live that down if I did that. You know what? I'm actually gonna do that the next time I see her. I'm literally gonna say that exact quote. But it has to be in person. It can't be on the call. It can't be on a call. It has to be in person. Oh god, I'm gonna get killed. Oh god. Of course it's fucking you. Of course it's fucking you that mentioned his name. Of course it's fucking you.
元気にしてました？
Wait, who saw Battler?
ええ。
That makes sense if Kira does. Oh, I'm pretty, wow. I did not think I was going to drink my tea that fast. Yeah, literally it's almost just leaves. My tea's almost literally just leaves. I drank that tea pretty fast. Like, literally I'm just down to the leaves.
元気だった？先日園児を連れてちょっとだけお茶をしてきたの。
What kind of tea did you have? No, I'm not putting the cup back to the microwave. If I were to get more tea, I'm just gonna boil another, like, you know, another mug worth of water. Like, get the water kettle out, boil it, and then, like, you know, maybe put a few more leaves to make it more fresh, and then pour the hot water into it. I'm not putting it in the microwave. I was surprised. So Kirie-sama was in touch with Battler-san. According to her, both Battler-san and Rudolph-sama had long since calmed down after their fight. But both were so stubborn that they hadn't found a good chance to make up. And since Battler-san had gotten used to living with his grandparents and going to school there, and considering that those grandparents might make things even more difficult, going to convince Battler-san to come home wouldn't be easy.
仕方ないわよ。バトラ君よりアスムさんのご両親の方がお怒りだったと思うもの。もうこの喧嘩はバトラ君とルドルフさん2人だけのものじゃなくなってる。
It's more fish in the pot. It's more fish in the pot in the microwave. Oh, no. I don't want to nuke my tea. Why would I nuke my tea? Like, I use my microwave maybe to preheat leftovers, but I'm always sad when I eat leftovers. It just doesn't feel right. Like, yeah, I could put it, like, you know, on a skillet and just, like, you know, cook it on a pan, or, like, use pots and just re-cook it. Honestly, I might just do that with leftovers. That might make it taste better. But yeah, no, microwave should only be for, like, microwave-ready food like popcorn. Like, sorry, but food that is not meant to go in the microwave, or drinks not meant to go to the microwave, they just feel and taste sad. Like, I just feel sad and upset while eating it or drinking it. I mean, I never boiled water with a microwave or drank something that got boiled up in a microwave. I just don't know. I don't think I could do it.
じゃあマトラはそのうち帰ってくるんですか？
Yeah, no, I bet that comment was her to type. Like, that comment had her to type. Nuka-Cola.
ルドルフさんと仲直りをするけれど、後ろ宮家に帰ってくるつもりはないみたい。
Oh.
仕方ないわ。気持ちもわかるもん。
Oh shit. Interesting. He's gonna make up with Rudolph-san. I mean, Rudolph, yeah, make up with his father, but he's still not planning on coming back to the family even after that? It was a bit of a relief to hear that some of the bad feelings had died down in these 3 years. If we take Osuma-sama's parents into account, it's no surprise that things hadn't gone as well as they could. But if Battler-san doesn't hate Rudolph-sama anymore, then someday, surely he will come back. He will have grown so much. My resolve will not waver anymore. For some nights these past 3 years, I felt sad and resentful. But now, it feels as though those 3 years were something I needed. After all, the seeds of love, the faint feelings I once had for you, had budded powerfully, waiting for the day that we'll be reunited. Scientifically, the food heated by a microwave does end up bad because it's only the water that is heated up, so if you microwave a leftover, ruin the textures. But if that's water, it is not a problem, is it? I don't know still. Like, yes, scientifically, yeah, it only heats up the water in the leftovers because the leftovers so dry when it comes out of the microwave. No, I don't know though. I don't like the idea of heating up water in a microwave. Like, I have a kettle. Like, why would I go back to the microwave when I have a literal kettle sitting in my kitchen right now? Yeah, no, I just can't. No, I just can't with the water and the microwave, no. Also, wait, wouldn't half of the water just evaporate? Like, yes, it does evaporate in the kettle, but doesn't microwave water just evaporate faster, so you have to, like, pour more water than what you need? I don't know. I'm not gonna continue this for longer. I'm not gonna continue the water in the microwave debate. This is how honest my feelings for you are now. I love you. I want to see you again as soon as I can. Until that time, I'll keep that love warm. I'll keep that butter love warm and growing for you. I won't doubt the coming of that day anymore. Just as I think of you under the same sky, I believe that you are thinking of me. The molecules of water are excited and it raises the temperature, I think. Yeah? But what about evaporation? I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter for evaporation. Like, water evaporates like it's supposed to when it's heated up. It's been a while since I thought about chemistry. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since I thought about chemistry, and my girlfriend's like, even, like, she's legitimately, like, you know, someone who has studied, like, chemistry and all that, and it's kind of embarrassing by how little I know about chemistry. Like, she knows a really high level of chemistry, and that's all I'm gonna say. So it's kind of embarrassing at times, the lack of sciences I know compared to her. Well, I know virtual sciences, not the biological physical sciences. I'm sure this news about him is a sign that God is cheering me on. So, I ask God one more time, inside my heart. I hope the water molecules aren't as excited as Shinji by hospital beds. That is such a big meme right now. Like, literally in the past week, I got 5 different memes sent to me on Instagram of just Shinji next to hospital bed memes. Like, I've gotten 5 different memes. Like, 3 different people have sent me these memes. Like, yes, one of my friends sends me a lot of Evangelion memes, but people who have not even seen Evangelion sent me the Shinji by the hospital bed meme. It's a term, I think. Maybe it's because a microwave distributes heat disproportionately? And hello, Delust? I'm not for sure how to pronounce your screen name. My apologies if I mispronounced it. Let me know that he feels the same way. I know that asking for that is a sin. However, now that we reach a 3-year turning point, I want some gift from God. Any gift. To show that I have not waited in vain. Also, I think there's about to be a thunderstorm outside. Like, I was using my window as like an extra source of light for myself. It's just gotten like, God, it's gotten creepily dark. It's like still, it's not even that late in the day. Like, it's so creepily dark outside. I'm gonna check the radar in my area. Is it about to actually storm? Yeah, no. Oh, yeah, no, a pretty huge storm's coming in about an hour. That's fun. Well, I hope no tornadoes come. I'm still in the area that has tornadoes. That's why it's so dark outside in the middle of the day. There's a thunderstorm coming that might have a tornado. That's fun. Yes, definitely. It has gotten dark over where you are, Ganema, but I think it's for different reasons. I don't think there's a storm coming. I know that asking for that is a sin. However, now that we reach a 3-year turning point, I want some gift from God. Any gift to show that I've not waited in vain. Yesterday my power went out because of a thunderstorm. Yeah, no, thunderstorms, like, especially where I am, like, if the thunderstorm does, like, one thing that involves the power, completely out. Like, even though where I live right now, the power comes back on relatively fast, still, like, the electrical system where I'm currently at in my area is not the strongest. A storm is coming that cannot be stopped, Kerrigan. I put a video of 3 minutes in Discord. Oh! Wait, about the science of microwaves? Hold on, I'm checking the Discord server right now. Alright, where is the video? Oh yeah, in general. Huh. Okay, so after this chapter, as well as going through the music box, we're gonna look into how microwaves work. I'm gonna play the video on stream. Population by UTC offset. Oh wow, there's a lot of people in the UTC time zone. I just saw Zartan's image on the Discord. Oh wow. Yeah, this is definitely going to be something after the chapter. Like, we could go on side tangents about time zones and microwaves. Time zones and microwaves after this chapter. There's a big thunderstorm raising right now. Good luck in the thunderstorms, everyone. Thunderstorms just suck in general. That's what I prayed. You don't have a music box as you haven't completed the game nor the question arc. I have completed the question arcs. It's just that I don't have the question arcs downloaded onto my computer right now. I only have the answer arcs downloaded from Steam.
そうだ。バトラ君とみんなもずいぶん長く会ってないでしょ?
I also like thunderstorms because I like watching the lightning. The thing I don't like about thunderstorms is when it affects, like, you know, when it affects me. Like, I like watching the thunderstorms, but the thunderstorms, like, you know, actively hitting me. I'm like, oh wait, no, this is not fun anymore. I just wanted to watch it.
みんなも寂しがってるだろうから手紙を書きなさいって言って書かせてきたのよ。
Yes, I did unlock the episodes by accident because, for some dumb reason, at 1 a.m. when I was, like, setting up the 07th mod, when I saw that, the save file menu was not available, I'm like, wait, why can't I go to my old file? So I pressed the unlock button without realizing, oh, I unlocked the whole game. Obviously, I won't have a save file on this device because my save files were on the computer that died. So yeah, technically I think I might have the music box unlocked because I was being stupid the night I was installing the 07th mod. So we might have a music box because I'm dumb. Huh? Uh-oh. Did God really hear my prayers? I felt as though my heart was going to leap out of my chest.
バトラからの手紙？へえ。あいつ何を書いたんだろう。
Bella wrote letters to all the kids. How cute. I wonder what he wrote them all. I'm excited, actually.
彼の近況でも書かれてるのかな。楽しみだね。
I was so focused about the thunderstorms that I did not, like, think about the ramifications of what Kyrie said about Balor writing letters. Like, I didn't even think of that for a second. Like, I was so focused on the thunderstorms that I completely, like, you know, blocked out the whole letter writing until Shannon made the reaction. I'm like, oh, wait a second. Balor wrote them notes. There's a powerful hail sequence here. I wish your power luck, Zartan. I wish your battler luck. No, I wish your power luck. I was, God. I wish her battler luck. My insomnia is not helping me right now. Kirei-sama pulled a brown envelope out of her bag and handed it to George-sama. Just one? When George-sama opened it, several folded letters came out.
これは僕宛てみたいだね。一枚一枚宛先が違うみたいだ。はい、こっちはジェシカちゃん。
Hail in France, or somewhere rather than Sweden somehow. Yeah, I also get quite a lot of hail here where I am in America. It's not started raining yet, but now when someone brings up the mention of like hail, I'm like, oh god, is it gonna hail? Like I have a huge glass window right in my bedroom. Part of me feels like I should draw my curtain, but also at the same time, I'm like, maybe my glass is not that fragile, and that if a hail hit against it, it would not cause any damage. Like, I love thunderstorms, but I hate hail, because I just hate the flying balls of ice that come at me. Like, I just hate that. We just had 5 days at 30 degrees Celsius, including today. That's kind of normal for where I'm at right now during summertime, like 30 Celsius. That's pretty normal for where I am, actually. For the 10% in chat, 30 Celsius is very hot. It is the actual way of counting temperature. I, most of the time, actually just use Celsius when I'm not talking to American friends. Like, when I'm talking to, like, friends not from America, or if I'm just like, by myself, I just like look at Celsius because it makes much more sense. 100 for boiling, 0 for freezing. That makes so much sense. 32 degrees Fahrenheit for below freezing? That makes no fucking sense. I'm about to start a tangent. We need to read these letters.
Thank you.
これはマリアちゃんにだって。
Less than 40 Celsius. Less than 40 Celsius. Wait, what temperature is it around where I am actually? Like, what is my temperature? I'm just curious. Yeah, 30. It's 30. I'm not at 40. I'm not at 40. I'm just at 30.
読めるかな?
I would hope she'd be able to read at 6.
後で読んで聞かせるわ。
Wait, does she not know how to read at 6? Wait, does she actually not know how to read at 6? That's a little concerning. We had 40 Celsius in some place in Paris last year. Yeah, 40 Celsius just, in general, like, no matter where you are, it's just hot. 40 Celsius, it's just hot anywhere.
ありがとう。
Maria might not be able to read some kanji. I was thinking American script. Not American script. English, not American script. God. I've been in the US for way too long that I literally just called normal writing American script. God, I was thinking about the Latin alphabet English. They just called it American script. Latin alphabet, not American script. That is the most American thing I could say right there. But yeah, no, I'm more forgiving for that now. Like, yeah, kanji is fucking hard. Have I done my kanji lesson today? I do like daily kanji lessons, like every at least 5 minutes a day. I'm like studying kanji right now so that I, could be able to read Japanese better. I have not done my kanji lesson today. I have not done my kanji lesson. Why don't you speak American? Speaking American. Isn't it like the normal language of the internet though? Like, isn't the majority of people who speak English on the internet like speak American slang though? Like, if you think about it, there's more American slang on the internet than there is from any other English dialect. Like, there's a lot more American slang, especially I want to say it's more West Coast American, since there's like a lot of slang from like the East Coast that is not really commonly used on the, internet. Like it's mainly like West Coast slang rather than East Coast. I say this as I have a lot of family in the East Coast, and there's definitely a lot of things that they say that are not normally said on the internet.
エンジェちゃん宛てもあるよ。
Wait, why would Battler write one to Angie despite just meeting her? Maybe because in general, I mean, that's fair, like, writing a letter for Angie chance that, she's not, left out and all that. Though he met her in person, so I guess writing a letter still makes sense.
さすがにまだ読めないよね。
Yeah, I'm gonna give Angie a pass, because she's like 3 years old at this point. Can't read Harry Potter because it's written in English. Can't they rewrite it in American so I can read it in a script I can understand? The American Harry Potter. There is also a French, German, and Sweden internet. Oh yeah, I mean, I've been a little bit into German internet. I mean, to be honest, I've been trying to get better at learning more European languages. I've mainly been on American internet, Japanese internet, and a little bit of Indonesian internet. I've not really been on like a lot of European internets, for which I do plan on doing a lot more of that, since I do know a lot of people from Europe and I have a lot of Europe base in Europe, so I should probably understand a bit more about the European internet, even though like, I have to like look into like separate countries internet, like the French internet, German, and Swedish. But yeah, no, I really only know the American, Japanese, and a little bit about the Indonesian internet because I just have a lot of friends in Indonesia. German internet doesn't have a browsing speed limit. Browsing speed limit. Oh. Huh. Interesting. I have the reference.
読めるようになったら渡すことにするわ。
Better learn how to read soon, Angie.
こっちは元気で楽しくやってるぜ。だってさ。
Oh, wait a second. Did he not make one for Shannon?
ならよかったぜ。
Oh no, he didn't write one for Shannon, didn't he? He only wrote them for his family members. He didn't write one for Shannon. No. I think my Autobahn... Oh. It was the Autobahn joke. Yeah, that was a whoosh moment. That's a good Autobahn joke, though. I'm gonna take that. That's pretty good. I can't believe... Yeah, that's definitely a whoosh moment, because I was not even thinking of the Autobahn.
それで
Yellow Rain. Hello, Evan Wright from Hotline Miami. Yes, it's me, Evan Wright.
全部ですか
Actually, now that I think about it, that Autobahn joke's really good. Like, should I reward the corner for Ganeba for the Autobahn? Nah, I'm not. I was almost about to reward you, but I'm like, you know what? Nah, no. But that's a good one. That is a good one. He didn't write a letter for his crush Shannon, did he? No, he did not. No, he did not.
うん。これで全部みたいだね。ありがとう。
The thunderstorm has started. I hear it. I hear the thunder rumbling. Focus here, you'll miss the subtle moment. Okay. George Sama handed me the empty envelope. Is this the subtle moment? What an asshole move! Barely he thanked me because he thought I was offering to throw away for him. No! No! No, that's such an asshole move. Like, I don't even know if this was intentional or not. That's such an asshole move. Shannon, is there any more letters, George? Nope. Hands the empty envelope. Oh, no. Oh, I can't even tell if George did that on purpose. Like, if he did it on purpose, that's such an asshole move, but I don't think that was on purpose. Oh, that sucked. He was being so short about it, too. Yep, looks like all of them. Thanks a lot. Hands the empty envelope after she asked if that was all the letters. Does he have no class? Oh. And clearly, there was nothing inside it. Imagine there being an actual letter for her inside the envelope he crumpled up. Oh. I don't think that happened, but... Oh, George would have became my least favorite character right there if he did that. The George is the motive theory. Oh, God, if George actually saw a letter for Shannon and, like, you know, kept it a secret or just, like, crumpled it up or, like slipped it away so that she would never see it, he'd become my least favorite character if he did that because that's such a dick move. There was no letter for me. Oh. Dead angle. Dead angle. I was thinking about it too. That's my headcanon. It's a headcanon that he wrote a letter for Shannon that George kept a secret. Oh no. I mean, I feel like that would be in character though. Like that's very much in George's character for his jealousy. When you say that's an incel, yes, absolutely. If George did that, that is a big incel move. Imagine if the envelope was actually the hidden letter. Yeah, no, it's crazy that it could be the case that George actually saw a letter for Shannon that Balor was supposed to, you know, give to Shannon, or someone was supposed to give to Shannon for Balor. And if George saw it, he would literally just keep it a secret, or maybe just like throw it out before she could even tell that he wrote one for her. Like, that's such... Like, it feels like it could happen from all the things that we've seen from George so far. Especially with his, like, weird, like, you know, subtle hostility towards the idea of Balor, you know, being back in the family. Like, that's crazy. Like, I can't even say myself that I could, you know, try to disprove that because in the cat box of what happened on Rokunjima, that very well could have happened. In a family of secrets, in a family of messed up people. That seems very much that it could have been the character of George. There was no letter for me.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
文面を見る限り、バトラ君は
Oh, fuck you. Fuck off. Fuck off, George.
毎日が充実してるってさ。
Fuck you. Fuck it. Wow. The more I read, the more fun it looks like Balor-kun's been having. Living every day to the fullest. Oh, fuck you, George. Fuck you. Oh, God. It's like he's really trying to make Shannon, you know, lose her love for Balor. Like, it's like he's trying really hard. Would that make you hate George more than you hate his mom for episode 3? Yeah, no, that is a cherry on top. Ooh. What Ava did in episode 3 was very terrible as well. Honestly, yeah, you know what? Fuck it, I'll say it. If that was the case, I would dislike George even more than Ava. Even more than Ava. Yeah. That's 100% true. It's on purpose. I am adamant. Yeah, like, God, just the whole thing of George, you know, like, all the signs of George being an incel, and then him saying a comment like, whoa, the more I read, the more fun it looks like Balor-kun's been having, living every day to the fullest. Like, he is trying his hardest to make Shannon hate Balor. The emotional manipulation this could be if this is interpreted in a certain way is absolutely insane. Yeah, no! Like, if we go from the angle that George is like this malicious incel, God, what he's doing right now is like horrendous.
私の方にもそう書いてある。楽しく過ごせてるなら、そりゃ結構なことだぜ。
Like, at least with Jessica, like, you know, she's not trying to, you know, say anything maliciously. She's like, oh, Balor's having fun, so, that's okay. Like, I don't think Jessica is, like, you know, malicious in her comments. She's probably just more happy for Balor finding his own happiness, while George is happy that Balor found his own happiness away from the family. like at least Jessica, has some sort of a, has some sort of a desire or feeling that, man, yeah, Balor's having fun, but I still want him back. Like, it feels like Jessica's, a little bit, like, it's just not malicious at all from Jessica's angle, while George, it just feels like it could be interpreted. Without love, it cannot be seen. That is true, Mikohoshi. That is true. I am not looking at George with love. I am not looking at George with love right now.
バトラ君ったらひどいわね。キリエさんに手紙をかけて促されるまで私たちのことを忘れてたそうよ。
Damn. Imagine Ava is trying to scare Shannon away from George by her malicious whisper. Could have saved Shannon from the emotional manipulation if she'd listened to Ava. Ava unintentionally saving Shannon from an incel that happens to be her son. God, that makes the whole thing more complicated. Because Ava's malicious actions towards Shannon was not called for. At the same time, though, unintentionally, it might be helping Shannon avoid a red flag. I'm looking at George with love. The love of understanding what love does for a manipulative person. And Jessica's comments feel more appropriate than George's. Yeah, no, it does feel like Jessica's having more class than George. Hello, One-Winged Eagle. It's so wonderful to see content creators still making content around this masterpiece. Oh yeah. I really enjoy Umineko. Like, it's becoming... no, it has become my favorite visual novel. Like, I was about to say it's becoming my favorite visual novel franchise. No, it very much is. Even though, at times, like, when I was first reading it, it was actually still time for Steins Gate, because I still have, like, a love and passion for the Steins Gate series, despite, as I grew older, I started growing some, like, I started to have some, like, some parts of the plot I do still feel a little iffy on with Steins Gate. Like, as I grew older, there's some points of the plot of Steins Gate that I'm, like, iffy on how they written it. At the same time, though, like, Steins Gate still has a place in my heart as one of my favorite visual novel franchises, but I think Umineko has become my favorite.
バトラ君らしいでしょ。ずいぶん生活が充実してたみたい。学校では女の子にモテモテみたいよ。
Interesting. There are three possibilities. Either George did hide the letter, either a letter does not exist and George made it sound worse on purpose, or he's genuinely happy for his cousin. A part of me wants to go with option 2 more than option 1 or 3, just to give George some benefit of the doubt and not to make him out to be like the worst cousin ever. I want to say it's 2, but 1 is a very good possibility. 3, yes, that could also be the case. At the same time, though, just the way that he's wording it and the inflection on his voice just feels off to me. There's something I love about Umineko. You can interpret moments in so many ways. Oh, there's something I love about Umineko. Oh yeah, there's so many ways you can interpret scenes. It's my favorite piece of fiction ever. Once I read the end, I understood what Rikishi 07 was trying to do. Michael has really worked hard for making Umineko relevant even today, by making sure his content creation of Umineko survived for 3 years! I could make it 6 if I really want to. 6 years to read Umineko. I don't think I can even do that to myself, like I'm so close to the end. All the hints before Balor forgot Shannon until he came back.
それはすごいね。
バトラは変に気ざったらしくて笑えるとこがあるから、そういうの好きな子も
Oh
いるだろ
no,
う
is she
な。
about to say a melodramatic line that Shannon actually joined from Balor?
納得だぜ。
You know, in a way, they're presenting Balor, like him being popular with the girls at school, like girls liking his hilarious melodramatic lines. They're making him seem like, he's a player like Rudolph, like he's like a reflection on Rudolph's playboy attitude.
後ろ宮家へ帰ってくるつもりはないのかしらね。
ないみたいだね。
Oh no. Oh no.
僕の方に 六軒島に行くことはもうないだろうって書いてあるよ。
Fuck you, George. Fuck. You purposely waited for your opportunity to say, in my own thought process, I don't think he will return to Rokonjima again. Fuck you, George. I will say, though, I would respect if you made this journey for 6 years. But if it made it to 4 or more than 6, I will shake my head harder as I am for 3 years. Just curious, how many people in chat are reading this watching for the first time? No spoiler, please. I think I might be the only person that's like on the stream right now, like as the streamer that does not know what actually happens in the rest of episode 7 and 8. I feel like most people in the chat actually have read this before. This is only feeding into Balor being a manipulative human being in Shannon's mind. Oh my god, Zartan's quote. Did Michael forget about us? Did he even exist in the first place? During my year of hiatus, I bet there was like a few viewers that did feel like that, and I do feel bad for that. D-Loss is saying that it's not 3. I don't know which is worse between 1 and 2. Yeah, 1's obviously worse. I do agree with Zartan. And I want to say it's 2, just to give George some benefit of the doubt. At the same time, though, a part of me is just like, you know, George could be that big of a piece of shit. Like, he could be that shitty of a person. And I think this might be a good place, like, right as George is, like, saying a pretty shitty thing to Shannon, to do a quick bathroom break. Like, it is about 2 hours into the stream, and I actually do need to pee. I was just trying to find a good spot to use the restroom. Yeah, for the time being, I'm gonna put myself on full screen. Don't worry, One Wing Eagle. The only spoilers we brought up for Michael has been very subtle things. Only people knowing the truth will understand being spoilers. So basically, we're having fun with Michael. I like how you specifically worded it as with Michael. It's like saying the statement of, we're laughing with Michael, not at Michael. 2 means Balor forgot even then. That is a good point. Balor forgot. If it is 2, like the situation of 2, that means Balor forgot. Like with the... Oh my god, Balor forgot like Michael forgot the Autobahn. Alright, I'm gonna do a quick I turned off my mic for a second. Instead of showing my webcam as I do the bathroom break, we're just gonna focus on this line by George. We're gonna focus on this line by George as I do a bathroom break. Let's let this sink in. Alright, I'm back. Let me get my camera on. Alright. I have quite a few things to catch up on chat, and actually that might give me some time. Oh, where's my voice coming from? Oh, it's coming from my Mac. I forgot I did not mute myself on my Mac. I was so confused. I'm like, where's my voice coming from? Oh! I was playing the stream on my phone as well. Oops. Alright, what was being said in chat? George in the first option that Zartan said is a piece of shit, but regardless, I definitely overlooked this scene, the sin. Once something similar happened to me and someone I loved, I finally came to understand much better. Yeah. He also forgot at option number 3, which can arguably just be worse in general, like the 3 option. That is fair. That is fair. I joke, it's obviously 1 and Balor didn't forget her. I mean, it could be 3, but considering Balor bringing mystery books with him to Rokonjima to read with Shannon and give them to her, it feels like he'd hardly forget about her. Yeah, I agree with Kadeba on this one. I feel like it might be 1, because of the fact that Balor went out of his way to bring mystery books to talk about with Shannon on Rokonjima. Like, I don't think someone would forget something like that so easily. Like, someone you literally bring books to and gave away to. Like, I feel like he would not forget that. Especially considering he had a crush on her. Oh yeah, definitely. Like, he definitely did that as a, because he had a crush on her. Mickey Myers says, poor George. We are kind of lambasting on George, which I admit, but George right now is not looking to be a great person. He's not looking to be a great person, so I don't feel as bad for George, despite how we're kind of dogpiling on him. One Wing Eagle says, unrequited love, broken promise, despair over even the possibility of happiness. It is the powerful stuff. Even though I generally empathize with the culprit, it was eye-opening. Toddle is Hard says, the fact that it's always George who brought up these kind of lines in front of Seamus shamelessly points it out to me. Yeah, no, like, George fucking saying this fucking bullshit in front of Shannon especially. I'm sorry. I am sorry, but what the fuck, George? What the fuck, man? Alright, yeah, I got the quote back up. Michael couldn't have continued the game until a point with music before leaving. I'm telling you all, this is his revenge to chat. Yes, this is my revenge for fucking Beatrice on. That's my revenge, just complete silence as you wait for me to come back. Zartan says the age gap is like 5 years older plus a servant master position. Ooh, that's... Yeah, that makes George a little... Yeah, that is all... I forgot about the creepiness of the whole dynamic between George and Shannon. I totally almost forgot about that. That seems very important. Yeah, definitely keep that in mind when talking about George and Shannon. One Wing Eagle says, I think there's something poetic if Balor really did forget. It fits the meta narrative better. Perception and belief creating reality in the cat box of our own experience. For Balor, a simple promise forgotten in the throes of adolescence, but for others, so much more. Oh, that was very beautifully put, One Wing Eagle. Like, I feel like in terms of the meta, Balor just forgetting, kind of makes this a bit more tragic and poetic. Like, in a way, I kind of see at times that Umineko is very similar to, like, Greek tragedy. Like, it's just a tragedy that could have been prevented, but it had not been. Like, a Shakespearean story. Like, a lot of Shakespeare's works are caused by misunderstandings, or just, like, a tragedy created by a misunderstanding. It's alright to dogpile on George. I mean, who even liked George as a character to begin with anyways? There's been actually a lot of people in comments, even in my era where I was not doing live streams but doing videos of Umineko. There were a lot of people who were big George fans that said that I need to be, a little bit more perceptive of him. Like, there is a lot of George fans and a lot of Rosa fans, actually. I remember there was a... This is just like a side tangent, of course, but I remember when I was reading, I think it was chapter 4, when I got very upset with Rosa and was like, calling the character of Rosa like she was like a piece of shit and all that. And there was like a 20-thread comment exchange between Rosa fans and people flat out saying, hey, maybe it's wrong that you're supporting a character that abuses her child. Because I was just saying, yes, I get that Rosa had a tough upbringing, but she's literally abusing her child. That's why I'm upset and don't like this character, because she's a literal child abuser. But there was like some people in the comments literally defending her child abuse of Maria. And there was like comment exchanges between people like supporting Rosa and people flat out saying, Michael doesn't like the character because she's literally a child abuser. Like, I remember that comment exchange. It was just fucking insane just reading it. Because it was just a 20... Like, there were comments like paragraphs long. Like, about whether or not it's okay to like Rosa. For which, it's okay to like Rosa. I personally don't like the character. Like, I say, it's okay if you like Rosa. It's just that I personally don't like her myself. It's just such a weird thing reflecting on when people literally had paragraph-long arguments on whether or not it's okay to dislike Rosa because of the fact that she abuses her child. It's so insane reflecting on that. Okay, where were we? Mickey Myers says, they told me that people hated George because he was a Giga Chad. George is definitely a Giga Chad. He is the ultimate Chad out there. The Virgin Battler versus the Chad George. Imagine Battler's letter for Shannon was an apology letter he believes reached her. So in the end, he was never able to remember his sin in episode 4 because he couldn't imagine George would have done that. Ooh, that makes it even more tragic in Emma. Like, that makes it more Shakespearean. In terms of design, my two favorites are Ava and Rosa. Design, I do see it. Like, I love Ava's design. Like, her dress is amazing. Although I do like Gap's costume design as well. Say what you will, Rosa is compelling. I will agree Rosa is a compelling character. Like, I'm not completely dismissing her character. Like, I dislike her character for what she does to Maria, but she still is very much a really interesting character and also has like a compelling narrative to her. Because, like, she grew up with a lot of abuses as well as she just had a rough time overall being the youngest of the Ushiyamiya family. So her story is compelling, I will agree. It's just that, like, her taking out, you know, her anger or taking out, like, a lot of stuff on Maria, that's the thing where I'm just like, that's where I'm like, like, she is a compelling character, I just, you know, can't like her myself. That's just, like, my opinion of Rosa. Yeah, I love Rosa as a character, but defending her abuse is crazy. Like, the thing is, I was not saying that, yeah, like, literally, I don't think anyone was saying that it's wrong to like Rosa, but a person was literally defending the child abuse. Like, no, like, seriously, like, this is going to be towards the end of this tangent, but literally, just some people in the comments thought that we were saying that it's wrong to like Rosa because of the child abuse, which we're not saying that it's wrong to, you know, like Rosa. We're saying what's wrong is the child abuse. Like, it's okay to like a character like Rosa. Like, she has a compelling storyline. It's just that people are just like, I don't know, it's just insane that people were literally defending child abuse. I think that's what I'm trying to say here. Like, the long-winded TLDR, people were defending Rosa's child abuse of Maria, for which that drew a line with me and a lot of people. Yeah, I forgot about Gap and Beatrice. Gap and Beatrice's designs are pretty good. DeLoss says, Rosa and Maria is a perfect illustration of broken people creating more broken people, and the chain is unstoppable. Yeah, the chain of the broken Ushiyamiya family through the cycle of abuse, like, it's really well shown between Rosa and Maria that cycle of abuse is still ongoing, from Kenzo's abuse of the Ushiyamiya siblings going down to Rosa's abuse of Maria. Like, that's definitely, like, a chain that's still continuing on in their relationship. The first scene of Rose hitting Maria in episode 1 was a surprising scene at first. Then watching others reacting to Umineko makes that scene somewhat funny, because most people reading Umineko get really annoyed with Maria. And then suddenly that scene happens and the readers are struck silent. I don't think I was ever annoyed with Maria. Like, I'll have to look back at the videos, but I don't think I ever got annoyed with Maria's attitude. Like, I'm like, oh, she's just a kid having fun. Like, what's there wrong about that? She's just having fun. So I think that's why, you know, the scene was even more shocking to me, because I never had a problem with Maria literally acting like a child because she is a child. Like, I think I was like, you know, like, not even annoyed with her attitude. I'm like, oh, she's just the kid character. Come on, that scene is too sad. Wait, which scene? Oh, wait. I forgot this. Oh, the ooh scene, yeah. Yeah, I don't think I was annoyed with Maria. Like, yeah, no, like, the abuse scene was just like, what the fuck? No, this comes from, like, a background of, like, you know, a lot of my family members have been teachers, so, I was very much, you know, used to, like, you know, kids acting immature because whenever, like, you know, I helped a parent at work, or if I, you know, helped them with an after-school activity, I was always around children, and they kind of acted similar to Maria a lot of the time, so I'm like, oh, that's just a normal thing that kids do, acting like kids. But one person in particular said, can someone smack her silent jokingly, and then it happened and they were shocked. He didn't expect it to actually happen. Wait, there was actually a stream where there was like a video or stream where someone's like, can someone smack her silent? Okay, that's terrible that I'm laughing, but that is kind of ironic. Like, literally right after they said that, the scene happened. Like, okay, I don't agree with Rose's actions, but that unfortunate moment, or the perfect timing of that one streamer or YouTuber, that's just amazing. If you remember who that is, let me know, Kademba. I'm gonna go back to the game now, since I think we went pretty long for that side tangent. Yeah, let's actually, you know, see George being George. I knew that all these letters were trials from God. Wait, is this the song I think it is? Oh, is this the song I'm thinking it is? Oh, hell yeah. It is the song I'm thinking it is. Guys, that wasn't Rosa, that was the Black Witch. It's all her fault. Maria wasn't using her magic hard enough. Seriously, seeing a child rationalize abuse was heartbreaking. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, like, the whole Black Witch explanation, like, God. Like, when I first read the scene with the Black Witch of Maria describing, like, Rose's abuse can be, you know, the Black Witch, like, infecting her or, you know, taking over her, that's just, it's very upsetting. Like, I feel horrible for Maria. I think it was Jokrono. I'm gonna keep a mental note of that name. Yeah, I do watch some people who, like, you know, stream or play Umineko. Like, I usually keep to their question arcs, though. Like, I have not seen their reactions to the answer arcs yet, but I have seen a few streamers and YouTubers who have played Umineko. Like, I do watch their videos sometimes because I'm just curious to see, you know, how they reacted to scenes. Like, how did they react compared to, like, how I reacted. Like, I just love seeing the reactions. I think I'm becoming like Chad. I'm becoming a theater-watching witch. The fact there was no letter for me, and the fact that he was enjoying life and had forgotten about Rokonjima, were just more trials. Yeah, I have not finished episode 8, One Green Eagle. This is actually my first time reading. The fact that Shannon cannot accept it. I already know that this scene's gonna be very, very sad. He is. God is testing me. The fact there was no letter for me is letter for me alone is proof that that's what I want to think. But now it's just too much. Two people, one had already played it before and introduced it to his friend, and they played together. They played the original version without voice acting, and they themselves made voices for all the characters. Oh, I think I did that for a little bit. No, I never did that with Umineko. I was thinking of House of Fata Morgana. Yeah, for Fata Morgana, I was doing all the voices myself, which, like, literally exhausted my voice, like, within 1 hour recording those videos, but I don't think I ever did videos where I did the voices for Umineko. Like, when I first did Higurashi, however, yeah, I definitely did the voice acting. But, with Umineko, I don't think I ever voiced any of the characters except for their narrations. Enjoy! One of my genie wishes to be able to experience episodes 7 and 8 for the first time again. Yeah, I know. Like, I see that a lot of times in my comments, actually, One Wing Eagle. People say all the time that they want to, like, relive, like, episode 7 and 8, like, all over again. Well, most people actually say the whole series, like, if they have, like, one wish, they would actually, like, want to forget all of Umineko so they could experience all over again. Maybe after 6 years of not playing Umineko, you forget Umineko like Balor did.
大切な約束だったかもしれないそれは。バトラーにとってはそうではなかったらしいな。
Ooh, I see so much pain in Claire's face. Oh, there's so much pain in her face.
そんな。それじゃ迎えに来るという約束は。夢見がちな私の錯覚か。
バトラーにとってはちょっとしたカッコつけただけの意味のない言葉だったのかもな。
To anyone but her, it would have been such a funny story to hear. That promise with Balor might have been an illusion the whole time. It changed my life so profoundly and so thoroughly I can't even forget if I tried. Yeah, I mean, almost all the time actually, like I see like a lot of comments of people who previously read Umineko that watch my streams or have watched my videos on the series, and yeah, no, like even for me, like Umineko's kind of changed my perceptions on how to, you know, even look into my own life itself actually. Like even though I'm not done with Umineko yet, there's been a lot of, you know, mindsets and ways that I view things that have been actually changed by, you know, the whole story of Umineko itself, with all the messages about, you know, seeing things with love. Like, it's really, a powerful story. It's dense enough to have missed elements. Yes, it is a very long story. I think it's, like, longer than, like, the Bible. Yeah, it's longer than the Christian Bible, apparently. One Wing Eagle, I proposed that before Michael should make that choice, but before reading Confession. Trick to read Confession, magic to not read Confession. Oh yeah, people were talking about Confession. I said that I'll decide at the end of episode 7 if I'm gonna read Confession. So it's gonna be for the candy magic trick that Beatrice did with Maria. If I think it's magic or a trick. Ooh, that's a good proposal actually, if I think it was a trick or magic. I'm gonna save that till the end of episode 7, but that's a good proposal actually. In the first place, we don't know if they both felt the same way about each other at all. Love is an illusion. However, if both sides are seeing the same illusion, that love becomes true. However, when feelings of each side are different, then it's nothing more than a joke.
これがバトラーの罪だ。
Oh wait, wait until the end of 8. Oh wait, I remember some people in a previous stream? Wait with that decision until the end of episode 8. Oh, okay. I think I got confused with Confession because some people were saying that I should read it before 8. So it's after 8, okay. Yeah, I was getting the wrong impression because some people were actually saying that I should read it before 8 actually in a previous stream. So I thought that was like something I had to decide at the end of this chapter. Got it. This is George's. No! No! Zartans, no! And the thunderstorm is arriving. I'm hearing like thunder outside.
違う。それを覚えてさえいなかったことだ。
Love is an act of faith from both sides to continue to believe in it. That opened my eyes big time. Oh yeah. Some people read it before 8, others proposed after. No confession before 8, trick versus magic after 8. Ah, so... okay. No confession before 8, trick versus magic after 8. Or are these two separate decisions? I'm just gonna play the story and see what happens as I go.
破った約束ならなじることもできる。悔いることも、あるいは取り返すことも。でも覚えてさえいないことは何も問い詰めることができません。バトラさんを憎むことなどできません。バトラさんは約束を破ってさえいないのですから。
Oh. I think opening up the conversation to confession is broke something up in chat. It's either a part of 8 or a part of 7. I think it's better to read confession after 8. Yeah, it's just me proposing that confession goes against some visual novel idea, so I propose the trick answer to read confession, magic answer to not read confession. Anyone in chat read the manga for the 7th episode? I haven't, but I hear good things about the question and answer portion. Yeah, definitely, I've heard from a lot of people that confession is, like, the thing that I need to make a decision on, like, very soon, and I'm like, I'm still not sure, like, I'm gonna decide that as it goes, like, once the time comes for me to decide, that's when I'll, you know, make my full decision, but, I'm just gonna enjoy, episode 7 as I go.
ただ初めから約束などなかった。
ただただ悲しいだけの滑稽な物語。
I kept on crying and crying. I dug my fingernails into my pillow, soaking it with my tears. How much easier would it be to hate something? But I can't hate anything. I just couldn't get over my miserable arrogance, which had led me to believe for 3 whole years that he felt the same as I did.
Warawaのせいだ。わらわが無責任にもバトラが約束してくれたかのようにそなたに吹聴してしまったのだ。いいえ、誰も悪くないんです。私が彼の気持ちも私と同じだと決めつけてしまったから。
Did anyone see that flash of lightning in chat? Holy shit. Holy shit. That was a big flash of lightning. Holy crap. I think my power's gonna be okay, but if stream drops at any second for anyone, that's the reason why. Holy shit. Holy shit. That was a bright flash of lightning.
約束こそバトラーはしなかった。しかしバトラーの気持ちは決していい加減なものではなかったはず。そなたのそれに比べれば確かに多少の温度差はあろう。しかしそなたのことを好いていたのは間違いない。
And I do believe that too, like, Bowler when he made, well, he wasn't making a promise, but he did very much like, Shannon as like a crush.
それだけは間違いない。
But can you say it in red, Beatrice?
もうやめてください。 私が好きなように彼も私を好きだと何の疑いもなく信じてきました。慰めないでください。むしろ嘲笑ってください。
Ooh. Before I knew it, a dull, inescapable pain had pierced my chest. When I pressed my hand against my chest, I realized what that pain was. It was the bud of love, whose seeds I had sown and nurtured in my heart. Its roots had spread all the way across my chest, tormenting me like a metal wire wrapped around my heart. Oh. They looked less like roots and more like fissures running through my heart. I could only hold back the pain by tearing out the root of love. No matter how much I scratch at it, I'm only scratching at my chest. The root of love doesn't move at all. If I started hating Banner-san without any lingering interest or regrets, I'd be able to pull this root out easily. Once I did, it would probably leave a hole behind, but at least it wouldn't hurt me anymore. I can't pull it out. Even though it hurts so much, those roots of love are still stuck in my heart.
Shannon. 私今もバトラさんのことが大好きです。
Fuck. Fuck.
会いたいです。
Oh, fuck.
帰ってきてほしいです。いつかきっと帰ってくると信じて。これからも待ち続けたいのに。でもダメなんです。
Fuck. As I sobbed, the tightness in my chest grew even stronger. As long as I like Barada-san, that pain will always continue. Because I like him, I want to hold on to that pain forever. But it was written right there in the letters for George-sama and the others. Barada doesn't plan on returning to the Ishimiya family. He's forgotten about me and Rokenjima. And I started a new life with a different name. I must wait for him for all eternity. Despite how painful, aching, excruciating this is.
これも試練なんですか？帰ってこない彼を永遠に待てと。神様はそうおっしゃるのですか？
This is one of the moments where it's more tragic when you can understand the Japanese, like, when you can understand what the Japanese is saying before the translation comes out. Because I knew what she was gonna say, it's just that I was like,
無理です。私はバトラさんと一緒にいたいんです。
There is the phrase again, for all eternity. Ooh, for all eternity. I want to hold on that pain for him.
それを願う試練がこれだなんて。あまりに辛すぎます。
We truly love someone, it is for all eternity. Beatrice hung her head in shame. If she hadn't encouraged Shannon so much, it probably wouldn't have been this painful. Shannon may have been the one to sow the seed of love in her heart. However, Beatrice had irresponsibly watered it and told Shannon not to give up. Beatrice scratched at her chest, trying to share Shannon's pain.
これはわらわの咎だ。
Whoa, I just got goosebumps. Holy shit. The vocals just gave me goosebumps in this song. Holy shit. It takes two people to create a universe. Indeed. Holy shit, I just got goosebumps from these vocals. Beatrice mumbled to herself.
あなたに何の咎がありましょうか。
Kilato says true love is eternal, and therefore will remain for all eternity.
ありもしない約束の幻想を見せ、そなたの3年間を苦しめた。わらわがそなたの恋の目を育まねば、今のそなたはこれほどに苦しまなかっただろう。
Are the vocals in Latin? No, I think that might be Japanese. I don't know why I thought it was Latin. But I'm trying to listen to the vocals, actually. Is it saying anything, or am I trying to make words from it? Okay, I feel like there is lyrics here, but I don't know what languages these lyrics are in. It could be Latin. I don't know. I don't think this is Japanese, though. I can't remember the song title. I don't even know what the song title is. Oh, fuck. This is a haunting song, though. I give my love a battler to you, as I cannot love him any longer.
シャノン、冷酷に聞こえるだろうが、聞け。
何でしょう。
バトラを、ワス恋の目など、
Press the button.
元よりなかったのだ。
This song could be Italian. It could be Italian. I feel like this has to be a romance language. Like, it feels like the words are structured like a romance language's words, but I can't pinpoint what it could be. Like, if it was Latin, that might make it, like, the thing is, I do know Latin, it's just that I never really spoke it, I more just, like, read it. It's not French, it's all I know. Alright, so it's definitely not French.
いいえ。これは私の育んだ恋の目。
I mean, even if it was Latin, it might be hard for me just, remember it. Like, just hearing Latin, I might not be able to, like, translate it because I barely even heard Latin since when I was, like, studying it. I only really learn how to read and write in it. Regardless, it's done in the style of a Gregorian chant. Every cyclist's choice in this visual novel is genius. Oh yeah, I definitely see the Gregorian influence in this song. Yeah, no, it's clearly not English. That's why I was like thinking it could be Latin. Though Miko Hoshi's suggestion of Italian, that makes a lot of sense because the original Beatrice was Italian.
どんなに辛くとも忘れることなどありません。
しかし、その痛みにもう耐えることはできないのであろう。
Oh yeah, I do agree with you, Zartan. I think this is probably one of the most tragic dialogues I've ever read in terms of, like, you know, a heart being broken in media, because, like, God, just the way that they're writing this heartbreak is just, in itself, heartbreaking. Wordlessly, Shannon held her chest and hung her head. I love Battler. That feeling burns inside of me, so that I still cannot let it go, no matter how much it hurts. And I spent 3 years pretending that I didn't feel that pain. Now, I know that I feel it. And since I know, I can't bear it.
バトラーへの恋の目を捨てることはできぬか。
In terms of dialogue, this is the worst heartbreak I've ever read. I also agree with that, Zartan. I also agree with that. Oh God. And that could feel like 1,000 years. Mentioning 1,000 years. Oh. The pain of 1,000 years. Oh man, things coming together in Umineko just like shows how much of a tragedy the story is.
はい。
だがそのままではその目はそなたを殺してしまう。
And I'll give a lot of props to Shannon's voice actor right now. Like, the way that she's, like, you know, playing Shannon's character at this moment is really, really well performed.
人は宇宙を持たねば生きられぬ。
The song title is S-He-N... Oh, H-E-N is the song title? Oh, this is English! Wait, this is English?! Okay, I heard the word indiscreet, I believe? Wait. You'll follow endless me. Oh, even if you can't be loved from one. Oh. If anyone had the misfortune of unrequited love, or of having to break up with someone you love, you know this fiction speaks truth. I actually brought up some of this dialogue to therapy. I wish you the best, One-Winged Eagle. I wish you the best. Do you cry or not cry? The false I live doesn't save of all sin. Yeah, I kind of hear this now. Yeah, I kind of hear English. I do hear the English in this now. I could not recognize this, actually. Doesn't save of all sin.
そして宇宙は一人では生み出せぬ。二人いるのだ。
宇宙
I thought I was doing a smart reference to episode 4, ain't you talking to Bria with my universe reference, but apparently they mention it. Yeah, they're literally just mentioning it right here.
そなたは恋の目という宇宙をバトラと二人で生み出した。その片方が欠けたからそなたの宇宙が壊れたのだ。人は宇宙は一人では何も成し得ぬのだ。
でも私の宇宙を生み出すもう一人のバトラさんは帰ってきません。
You're welcome. I was searching like crazy for all this. Oh yeah, no, like, props to Ganema, actually. Like, let's all give them a hand, actually. Like, props to you, Ganema, for, like, you know, finding the song and the lyrics. Like, props to you, man.
ならばバトラ以外のものと新しい宇宙を生み出すしかない。
バトラさん以外の誰かと生み出すというのですか？
Oh no. This is when George comes in the picture.
その誰かをわらわが与えよう。
What? Wait, what?
誰かって何ですか？
Please don't say George.
そなたの心を傷を埋め癒してくれる存在だ。そやつはそなたを裏切らない。
No.
そう。そなたの新しい兄弟だ。
Oh, canon! I just now thought of that. Oh, is this the creation of canon?
そなたに弟を。
Oh, okay. Okay, actually. Oh. Goda. Yeah, no, it's not canon. It's fucking Goda. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Creating the universe isn't a romantic love thing. Yeah, okay, I should have not thought of it as a immediate love thing. I will agree with you on that one. Yeah. Canon, episode 1. Even me. It's about anchoring your identity. I was thinking about the universe in the romantic sense. Yeah, okay, I see that now. Yeah, no, that makes a lot more sense with how they're presenting, you know, the presentation of making a universe with two, since it does not always have to be romantic.
弟。
福音の家で仲の良かった実の弟のように可愛がってきた少年。そういう存在をそなたに与えよう。そやつはそなたと二人で新たな宇宙を築くだろう。
その弟がバトラさんへの恋の痛みを忘れさせてくれるのですか？
My quote from canon comes out of nowhere, but it was stuck with me from the very first time I read it.
そうだ。そなたには宇宙が必要だ。
It's a little how if you lock someone in a room alone long enough, deprive of another to create a universe, humans actually disassociate. Oh yeah, like, I've read quite a few things about, like, the psychological effects of, like, you know, putting someone in solitary confinement, and that gets really intense, actually, whenever, like, you look into, like, the implications of what happens to the human mind in, solitude. Like, it's really, really insane what happens in the mind.
では、この胸の恋の目は どうするのですか？私のバトラさんへの気持ちは変わりません。枯れさせることなどできません。
わらわがその代わりに引き受けよう。
あなたが？
そなたは恋の痛みを忘れ、新しい宇宙を作り直すことができる。恋の目はわらわが代わって引き受ける。わらわは痛みをも引き継ぐことになるが、わらわの持たぬ唯一の元素、恋を知ることができる。
Anchoring your identity in this case, literally reforming identity as someone who does not love Balor, requires some outside the box thinking, and Canon is created to anchor the identity. Now, as sister of Canon, who I love as a sibling. Okay. I like that. Rikishi 07 is a genius. Oh yeah, no, he's a really good writer. Like, I'm really happy that he's able to, write for a lot of things now. Like, he's definitely shown that he's a really, really good writer, and I'm excited to see what he's going to be doing for Silent Hill. Beatrice wanted to know love. She wanted to feel what Shannon had felt in the world of humans.
もしバトラが帰ってくる日が訪れた時、まだこの目が枯れずにいて、そなたが望んだなら、この目をそなたに返そう。それならばどうか。
Rikishi, yeah, Rikishi's definitely a legend. Like, in terms of writers that have, made me feel so impassioned, it's actually changed my outlook in life. Like, there's only like a handful of authors that have done that, and Rikishi 07's one of them. Another one is the creator of Monster and Pluto, Naoki Urasawa. Naoki Urasawa's works are, I have to say, pretty impactful too in their own way. Like, the way that Urasawa writes his tales about the compassion of humans, as well as, Rikishi's way of where he writes about the compassion of love. Both of them, in their own ways, are very powerful in their writing. But I do wonder, how would Beatrice have been able to create Canon from out of nowhere? He's not like the Golden Land. Other people can see Canon too. And she's been living at the Fukuing house all this time. So where does Canon come in? He just appears out of nowhere then, and just becomes her brother? You're asking some pretty good questions, Ganema. Still hanging her head, Shannon gave a small nod, but said nothing. It would mean release from this unbearable pain. And it would mean giving the bud of love to the witch, to hold in her place. I think a psychology degree may be required to explain it. What I said is sort of a meta-analysis. Heart can make people do wild things. Oh yeah, no, like, many people have said throughout, in order to, like, fully understand Umineko, like, sometimes you might need, like, either a psychology degree or a philosophy degree. I mean, I feel like just reading Umineko from episodes 1 through 8, you should just get an honorary philosophy degree, at the very least. Like, reading Umineko, you should just get your undergraduate, like, Bachelor of Arts in philosophy already, after just reading it. Canon was on a boat that had an accident close to Rokujima and survived thanks to the safety jacket. That's the story of Canon. That is the story of Canon, definitely. Shannon spread the hands that she held to her chest. As she did, a faint light popped out of her chest and floated in the air, gradually swallowing everything with its brightness. It's time. As the brilliant light began to fade away, Shannon and Beatrice, still facing each other, were now inside a vast, starry sphere, like a planetarium. Give me one moment. Just take a look at something on my phone. Alright, yeah, I just had to look at a few messages. Back when episodes 6 and 7 released, a lot of people began theorizing online. Really smart people who had never experienced love for themselves or didn't believe in true love were giving their opinions. Oh yes, this is definitely canon. I have a lie. I think my Eureka joke whoosh. No, it did not whoosh. I was just that, I was not gonna... Yeah, no, it did not whoosh. I got it immediately. It was not a whoosh. I really like that one, Sartot. And despite their brilliant analysis and deep knowledge, they didn't get it as an explanation for the culprit's motivation. It was painful. They were the only ones in this pitch-black starry sea. Shannon felt as though she'd seen this place once before, but she couldn't remember. No, Kanema, Eureka existed. Eureka existed. Then, I made another announcement.
世界を変更。恋の目をシャノンからベアトリーチェに。
This way, Shannon wouldn't be tormented by the bud of love anymore. And furthermore, she will be given a little brother with whom she can create a new universe. The design for the little brother will be a younger boy at the Fukuin house, with whom Shannon was close. For a name, let there be the On character, as the Fukuin house rules state. Yeah, it took me a second to realize what the character was. Yeah, I've decided. That's a perfect name to go with Shannon's. He'll be a quiet, reticent boy. He'll come to Rokenjima as a new servant. There, he'll open his heart to Shannon. As a duty-minded boy who loves Shannon like a big sister, he will always be there for her. Let's have him be a special servant like Genji, who is permitted to serve Kinzo directly. You know, I almost read that as Goda by accident. Yeah, that sounds kinda cool. No, Erika, the intellectual rapist, still exists. Like, she existed. Erika existed. Then, Beatrice. From now on, you will carry the bud of love. In other words, the role of being infatuated with Battler and waiting for his return will go to you. While you are still the witch who reigns over Rokenjima's night, you have also been waiting for Shimiya Battler ever since that day 3 years ago. Along with this change in setting, I'll give you a new form as well. Oh. He did tell us what his ideal woman would look like once, remember? A woman with a good figure and long, golden hair, like a foreign model. Guys, canon comes from the belief of others alone. As long as Shannon can convince others, as long as Genji went along with it, that's enough. A relationship between two persons and one human. Golden hair. Long hair. Good figure. Yeah. Something like that. That's what the new Beatrice will look like. Come now. hold that bud of love in your heart as you wait for a battler. This way, you will learn of love in exchange for earning pain. Yes, this will be the setting for my new world. For Shannon, a new servant like a little brother will come. He will be a silent, reticent boy. A duty-minded kid who loves Shannon as a sister. And the bud of love that is tortured Shannon will go to the witch, Beatrice. She will just be holding on to that bud of love for the time being. However, while she holds on to it, she will be a maiden in love with Battler. 2 people and 1 human. That's some crazy theory. I wonder if Michael gets it. He was so confused at the end of episode 6 after all. 2 persons and 1 human. For that time, you'll be able to learn what love is. Come, let the world be modified. Oh, I am one yet many. Awaken us, and stretch your wings in this new world. Oh dear. Oh boy. Whoa, that's a trippy effect. Slowly, I opened my eyes to the gentle rays of the morning sun. How long has it been since I saw such a pleasant morning? The face in my mirror is tear-stained and pathetic. However, my heart is as clear as the morning sun. Michael was so very unsurprised at the end of episode 6 that it got a little anticlimactic for me. I don't know, like, that's just how I felt at the end of it. Like, literally, that's how I felt at the end of it. Like, I don't have much comments for that. I can still clearly remember that strange dream. However, I could feel myself forgetting it rapidly. The place I was in my dreams had been such a strange place. L&D circulation? This might be L&D circulation. Is it? I'm not that confident in L&D circulation being the song. A peaceful, calm place. There, I left behind the pain I had carried in my chest until yesterday. So this morning, my heart was at peace. Yeah, I don't think this is L&D circulation, Ganema.
Ohayo, watashi.
My tear-stained face really is pathetic. However, my expression is bright and cheery. Even now, I like Battler-san. Oh? But for some reason, I've calmed down. It feels like I put something precious safely away in the place it belongs. Battler-san, when will you come back, I wonder? I work at a hospital. I saw L&D and thought labor and delivery. That's okay, sorry. that's good. I didn't even think of that. Shannon seems to feel free of that burden, but someone has to hold the bottle of love. And that's where Beatrice comes in. When you do, I'd like to talk about mystery novels again. Oh, I almost forgot. A new boy servant will be coming today, right? One of the rare servants who will serve Master directly. What kind of kid will he be? For some reason, I think of LSD, and I don't even do drugs. When I see L&D circulation, I don't know why. This is weird because I don't think of LSD or labor and delivery. I just think L&D. I mean, okay, this is basically the same statement of LSD, but I don't think of the LSD drug. I think of the game LSD Dream Emulator, which is this very trippy lucid dream emulator game. I forgot what LSD Dream Emulator stood for. It was not the drug LSD. Hold on. LSD Dream Emulator. It does not stand for LSD though. Like the drug LSD. It was, oh man, what was the name inspiration? Yeah, it was supposed to be an acronym of in life, the sensuous dream, as well as the quote, in limbo, the silent dream, not LSD, the drug, not lysergic acid dihalphomite. No, it's actually supposed to be like you know, something like in life, the sensuous dream, or in limbo, the silent dream. Yes, I pulled up the Wikipedia page for LSD Dream Emulator. Yeah. I also thought of LSD. Oh, is the song Left for October? Got it. What kind of kid will he be? I hope we get along well. What was his name again? How do you forget your little brother's name, Shannon? I'm pretty sure it was, Umineko no naku頃に Nocturnal Truth and Delusions. Oh god, tea leaves. Oh my god, tea leaves. A bunch of tea leaves went down my throat. I put too many in here. 1 year later, I almost killed myself with tea leaves. 1984. 2 years until the incident. I know this song, but I forgot the name of it. It is very, very familiar. It is very, very familiar. And I think this is where the play portion of Umineko ends today, since I don't think I have enough time for another chapter during the stream, so I'm gonna end the playthrough right here. However, I might, you know, sit back and chill for a little bit. I think Zartan sent a video about how microwaves work, so I might get that video pulled up. Yeah, in case people weren't here earlier, we were talking about the fact that I just learned that Americans boil water with a microwave. I'm from America myself, and I had no clue that Americans apparently boil water in the microwave. That's insane to me. Like, I just started drinking more tea and all that. Like, I started drinking more tea, and then all of a sudden I just hear, oh, are you boiling the tea water in the microwave? I'm like, what the hell are people talking about in chat? And apparently Americans fucking boil their tea water in the microwave! Oh, man. This is Witch and Gold Symbolo, I think. I don't think this is a Witch and Gold song. I don't think this is Witch and Gold Symbolo. Because I don't really hear the leitmotif of Beatrice in here. But it could be, it could be. I've never boiled water in a microwave my whole life. Neither have I, but apparently a lot of Americans do it, and I'm like, there's no way. Apparently it's a huge stereotype, and I didn't even know that's a stereotype. Fucking boiling water in a microwave. But yeah, yeah, let me get that video that Zartan sent on the Discord about how do microwave ovens work. Alright, Hopefully the YouTube channel Brain Stuff is not upset if I play their video on my stream. I don't think they will be. I'm assuming that they will. I'm gonna assume that they won't be upset. I'm gonna be assuming that they're not gonna be upset if I show their YouTube video on my stream. If so, I could remove this part of the stream if the YouTuber Brain Stuff How Stuff Works is not okay with me showing this on stream. But yeah, let me go ahead and get my webcam ready so that we can watch the video together. So this is how microwave ovens work, and let's go ahead and get some more of my screen up there. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so how do microwave ovens work? Is there subtitles in this video too?
Whether you love them or hate them, there's no denying microwave ovens are super convenient. They can heat food like this much more quickly than a conventional oven, although not always with the same results. But how do they, how do they work, right? Yeah, microwaves. Sure, microwaves, great. But what the heck are those? That's a good question. Microwaves are a type of wave on the electromagnetic spectrum, and they're kind of sandwiched between radio waves and infrared radiation. In the case of microwave ovens, the most common wave frequency is roughly 2,450 megahertz. Waves in this frequency range have an interesting property. They're absorbed by water, fats, and sugars. And once they're absorbed, they're converted directly into atomic motion, heat. These waves have another convenient property, though. They are not absorbed by most plastics, glass, or ceramics. Metal, however, does reflect microwaves, which is why it's a bad idea to leave a spoon in your cheese dip when the microwave oven's on.
So when I was 9 years old, I actually left a spoon in my bowl of like mac and cheese or whatever. Like when I was like 9 years old, I left a spoon in my bowl of mac and cheese because I'm like, oh, I don't think anything will happen to this food if I put it in the microwave. It might be hot for a few minutes, but it will cool down. Idiot kid me that day learned that metal spoons in microwaves now work well. Yeah. I think the last oath we heard was Sukashiri. Sukashiri? I don't remember that name, actually. I don't remember seeing the name of a song, Sukashiri. Or Moonlit Night, I remember. Moonlit Night. I think I only remembered the English translation since Umineko Project had the English translation of the name.
Not that any of us have done that. You'll often hear people say microwave ovens cook from the inside out, right? That's the key to the speed. Well, think about it like this. Let's say you're baking a cake in a conventional oven. Normally, you'd bake this at 350 degrees Fahrenheit or so, but this time you accidentally set that bad boy for 600 degrees Fahrenheit. The outside of the cake is gonna burn before the inside even gets warm, and you will have ruined somebody's birthday. In a conventional oven, the heat has to migrate by conduction from the outside of the food toward the middle. Hot, dry air on the outside evaporates moisture, so the outside can be crispy and brown, like the crust on bread, while the inside is still moist. In microwave cooking, though, the radio waves penetrate the food and excite the water and fat molecules more or less evenly throughout. No heat has to migrate toward the interior by conduction. There's heat everywhere, all at once, because the molecules are all excited together. There are limits, though. Microwaves penetrate unevenly in thick pieces of food. That means they don't make it all the way to the middle, basically.
Oh, I didn't actually explain what happened to the spoon. Yeah, it did explode. But it was like a small, little explosion. Like, it was nothing like, that damaged the microwave. Yeah, I totally forgot to explain what happened to the microwave. Fair enough. Yeah, I think the video was made in America, so they will be using Fahrenheit. This is making me hungry, lol. Oh yeah, no, I'm getting hungry from this too. Like, I'm probably going to be cooking after this. Like, after we play this video in chat for a little bit, I'm probably going to end stream a little bit early today, so I could get right to dinner, since I last ate, right before the stream at around, 1-ish. I got back to my apartment, just made something real quick, and then just started streaming. I think I prepared myself a bagel after getting off of work. I literally went home, put the bagel, the toaster oven I have, and literally let the bagel, cook for a few minutes, and then I just put some vegetable schmear on it. Yeah, no, this video is definitely making me hungry, especially the fact that he's like fucking holding food in his hand.
And
is
there
that
are
like a
also
hot pocket?
spots caused by
Yeah,
wave
that's a hot
interference,
pocket.
but you get the idea. The heating process is different because you are exciting atoms rather than conducting heat.
Ooh, what's the bonus
Inside a
fact?
microwave oven, the air is at room temperature, so there's no way to form a crust. That's why microwavable pastries, or hot pockets, sometimes come with this little sleeve thing made out of foil and cardboard. The sleeve reacts to the microwave energy by becoming very hot. This exterior heat lets the crust become as crispy as it would in a conventional oven. So that's it. That's the secret behind microwaves. Thanks to our...
Okay. All right. Thanks for the producer, Paul, for letting me eat
producer
today.
Paul for letting me eat this hot pocket while we're recording.
I mean, you just started eating
Enough
it.
about me. What do you think about microwaves?
Like,
Let me know in the
you
comments.
just
Do you
started,
love them? Do you hate them?
eating
Let
it.
me know
Like,
what
you
other-
weren't eating it while talking. You ate it for the ending of the video. You've... All right, ignoring that. Let's see. Let's get myself back into the full view. But that's how microwaves work. Thank you for sending the videos, Artant. I've actually never seen that YouTube channel, so I hope they were chill with us watching that on stream. The microwave is heating very specific areas also, so some parts are barely heat by the waves. You can test this by removing the circulating plate and fill the bottom area of the microwave with cheese, and then see where the cheese melted. Mmm. If I had a bonus microwave, I'd try that. Though that would be a waste of cheese in general. Even though I would not be able to eat the cheese anyway, so buying cheese would not be that great for me because I can't even eat cheese barely. Like, that's actually a funny thing. I can barely eat cheese. Like, I used to be able to do a bunch of dairy, like, you know, drink milk, eat cheese all throughout my entire childhood, but ever since I got into my 20s, I just cannot eat cheese anymore. I just can't eat any cheese anymore. Which is very funny. Which is very funny because when I do visit my partner's family, like, all the things they eat, like, everything they eat has cheese in it. And I get sick every time I eat because I just can't have cheese. You generally start streaming in 2 hours. Why not continue the stream? Well, after stream today, actually, I was going to, play some D&D, actually. Like, I have D&D right after this stream, so, I can't be late to my session. I'm gonna hop off. Thank you for the stream. I haven't talked to other Umineko readers in a long time. Yeah, thank you for joining One Wing Angel. One Wing Eagle, not Angel. God, I cannot read today. But yeah, thank you for joining One Wing Eagle. My family loves cheese. Funnily enough, my family was never really into that cheese myself. Like, ourselves, actually. Like, I can't really think of anything in particular that my family enjoys. Like, we do have a lot of chicken in our dishes, but that's because chicken's cheap. Do you have an extra seat in your D&D group? We have quite a few people in our party right now, so probably not. I'm a game master starting a table soon. Ooh, good luck with your table. Yeah, D&D is really fun. D&D is really fun. And One Winged Eagle, I do try to stream at least once a week, so I hope to see you more around. Yeah, I hope you have a great night. I do love cheese, but you can't have cheese in everything. I just can't have cheese in general, actually. I'm fucking lactose intolerant, so I can't really even have cheese, which, you know, like, in many ways does suck. Like, it does suck in many ways. Yeah, in many ways it does suck not being able to have cheese. I should do an Umineko campaign. That's a pretty fun idea, actually. Sad. I need to exploit this parasocialness we share, though, Michael. Yeah, I'm gonna have to say no to the D&D group suggestion. It was worth a shot to ask, though. It was definitely worth a shot. But, yeah. I can't really think of anything else to end off stream with, so I might be ending in a few seconds, actually. So, yeah. I have to say, my tea was really good today. I had 2 cups of it. I thought cheese didn't contain that much lactose. It does actually contain a bit of lactose. Like, maybe it's also the way that the cheese is, like, prepared as well that makes me sick. But, in general, like, dairy products do not, you know, do not work with me. It does not work well. And shout out to the Burmese tea leaves, the green tea leaves. Shout out to them. They were really good. Even though I could barely read the cover. Yeah, no, I don't know any of the language, the Burmese language. Like, I don't know a singular word of the Burmese language, but their green tea leaves were really good. Yeah, no, there's like literally only 2 ingredients in this, and this tea is like really good. It's literally soft green tea leaves and glutinous rice leaves. I mean, there was probably more stuff added to it. At the same time, though, this is really good. Like, these tea leaves are really good. I had to do a shout out to the tea leaves, and oh my god. I can't tell if that was thunder or a gunshot. I'm gonna assume it's thunder because of the thunderstorm outside, but that was a gunshot. That would be a problem. If I hear sirens, I know that was not a thunder strike. Would you also recommend for us to choke on the tea leaves? I don't recommend that. I don't, in general, don't choke. In general, I don't recommend choking. Unless, like, you're into that, then that's your business. I don't judge choking. Just not for me, though. Just not for me, though. But, yeah, I think I'm gonna end off stream right here. So I'd like to thank you all for joining the stream. And hopefully YouTube does not shit on me again. And hopefully I'm able to, you know, save chat this time as well as, like, archive the stream without any issues. So, thank you all for joining again. What if the carrier of the gun had the same idea as Takano with the fireworks, but with the thunder? So, both. You have to be very good at timing, though, for, like, thunder strikes, because whenever you see lightning, usually thunder follows, so they'll have to, like, check when the lightning is off, and be able to, you know, count how close the thunderstorm is, or how, you know, when the sound of the thunder is going to go off with the lightning strike. Yeah. Yeah, no, thank you all for joining the stream. I don't think that was a gunshot. I don't hear any sirens, so, of course, if I do hear sirens, yeah, that's gonna give an indication of the kind of location I'm currently at. Oh yeah, no, my rants are pretty fun for me as well. Like, I actually sometimes rewatch some streams just for the rant part because the rants can get pretty funny at times. But yeah, thank you all for joining again, and I'll see you all next time.